You know what? I think I started the countdown a little late because I just realized it's already past 6 o'clock and my countdown was still going. So let's override that one, shall we? How we doing, everybody? Thanks for stopping in. Sorry for the, it was a little bit of an unscheduled one. Oh, let me mute myself there. And mute my phone. That was very loud. There we go. A little bit of an unscheduled stream, but I found some extra time today that I didn't know I would have. And I figured, you know what? Why not keep going with these nickels? They've been treating us well. Hopefully they continue to do so tonight. For those of you who missed it, lots and lots of silver in the last two boxes we did. I think we stumbled upon a little bit of a tiny little collection. So the story with this box, though, this is a little different. So I did go back to the bank that had the really good boxes that we've been having amazing luck on the weekends, at least one buffalo and at least one silver in each box. I did get another box like that, and it does look like the boxes that we've been running into, so I'm excited for that one. This is not that box, though. That other box I am saving for this weekend, you know, for the bigger streams. This one I kind of stumbled across in a different way. This bank is actually from out of state, from me. Still from my bank, just not one I particularly go to. And it is one of those Harrisburg boxes. It's not Loomis. We haven't done one of these in a while. So I figured, you know what, why not? Let's crack it open. I do see some more modern designs on the inspection holes in the bottom, but there are some older ones kind of mixed in here, and I don't know what the other side looks like yet because the box is still sealed. So I think that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to crack this thing open and see what kind of enders we have on this end. Oh, that's a lot of glue. I can already feel it. Already feel it. Yeah, that's a lot of glue. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to bother here. I'm just going to... That's what we have the Leatherman for, right? Try not to cut my fingers off, but... See it? It's helpful for multiple things. Let's look at this end. Nothing too different, really. See a good older one here. A lot of modern designs, but again, we don't know what's in the middle of these, so it could be pretty good. I want to take a peek at this one. Looks interesting. Pretty worn. See if there's a mint mark here. There is a Denver mint mark over here. You can just see it to the right of the building, so that's definitely older. Has the wear of maybe an early 50s, but as we know, that is not always reliable, so judging by the wear. So my hopes for this box primarily is actually more of a modern focus, 2009s, and if we can pick up some more 2024s, I'd be over the moon about that. So obviously we're still going to be looking for silver, and any buffalo nickels, and maybe anything older than that. We're still looking for a match for our first V nickel, so picking up another one of those would be pretty nice, but for now, whoa, alright, hold on, messing everything up, give me a second. That box has a lot of grip on my table. Let's scoot this over to the side, somewhere the camera can still see it though. These boxes are a weird size, now I remember. Alright, let me rip this side off, since we already kind of cut into it. There we go. Put those on the ground. And we'll leave this box just off to the side here. Okay. And we'll start with roll number 1. Hope everyone's having an okay beginning of their week. Man, this one's already beat up. Look at that. It's like road rash or someone chewed on it. Hope everyone's having a good beginning of their week. Mine's not too bad so far. Well, you know, I had a nice early day at work, so what else can I complain about? But yeah, we're hoping to continue the silver streak, but we'll see, because January was not kind to us at all. Only at the very end of the month did we start being treated well by these boxes. So, but you know, we'll do fine. We'll do fine. I'm sure we'll find some good stuff in here. If anyone's interested in what the score sheet looks like for now, at this point, the scoreboard is in the stream description. Oh, I already see something old there. First roll already in the 40s, so that's a good sign. It's a 1946. It's really beat up, but date that counts. See if we have a mint mark. Ooh, probably a Denver. That looks like a Denver to me. It's peened over right there, but hey, 1946 in the very first roll, so that's a good sign. Hopefully that means that stuff stays old like that, and we're already in the 40s, so we should be able to see some silver. Oh, right behind that, another one. This one's a 1941. I forget, the Americans, these ones flip correctly. 41 Philadelphia. We've been finding a lot of these lately, but I'm not going to complain. Early 40s coin? Absolutely. So that changed the whole tone of the box, because I was only expecting to find more modern stuff in here. But right off the bat, finding two 1940s in here is encouraging, and a 2024. It's a 2024, it's a Philadelphia one, so not the super low mintage Denver, but I've been setting these aside for now. But if you do have any 2024 coins, take a look under the date here. See the date, 2024, and the Philadelphia mint mark under it. If that is a D, you want to hold on to it. Do not get rid of that. Someone will pay you good money for it. Tip of the day. Another collection find right here, still in the first roll. Got a 1959. It's in pretty good shape. It was struck off center. 59, looks like a Denver. It is. A couple steps on it. 1959, that's a solid strike. That just barely fits into our collection requirements, 1960 and before. So we'll hold on to it for now. Already a great roll, wow. 62 Denver. I don't know if I've been setting these aside because I don't remember if I'm supposed to check them for something. So for now I just have a little pile going. We got our first 1964 Denver. We're going to have quite a lot of those. We'll start the pile. And as usual, we're going to be checking that Denver mint mark for a repunch. They made billions of those coins, so we're bound to find an error eventually. Hey Matt, how you doing? Good luck. Hey, well, that's the name of the channel, right? Hey, so far so good. First roll, like already. Wow. Great finds in the first roll. So that's something I was not expecting, judging by the enders of this box. Everything looked pretty modern, so just goes to show you really can't judge the enders. See a Denver mint mark here. It's another 64. Just to show you what I'm talking about, 1964. These Denver mint marks, a lot of these were repunched. They punched them too soft, they didn't show up too well. So some of them they went back in on, put them under the machine and punched them again. And you can tell they were repunched. So I'm setting them aside for now because we're gonna just look at them closer at the end. It's just easier that way. This one looks good. It's a 64 Philadelphia. The Philadelphias, on the other hand, well, there's no repunch to speak of because they don't put Philadelphia mint marks on stuff this old, but you can check the front for a doubled die. Kind of the same concept as a repunched mint mark, except it's just over the entire coin. It has been restruck because it didn't come out too well. So I didn't see anything really on that one, so that's why we're tossing it to the side for now. So first roll, already four finds for the collection even, not even just challenge finds. These are good finds. So right off the bat, we had a 2024 Philadelphia. It's not the Denver, but we're going to hold on to it. I'll set that up here. We haven't added a 2024 to our collection in a while. It's been a little bit. Starting from newest to oldest then, I guess. It's 1959. Barely fits into our collection standards, but it's there. 59 Denver. It's a nice one too. Looks pretty good. Put that in the, I guess 50s row is going to be down here. 59 Denver. Mark that one. Next oldest was the beat up 46. 1946. I believe it's a Denver. It's either a D or an S, and that looks like a pretty straight line to me, so we're going to call that a Denver. 1946 Denver. Put it up here. Where's my list here? 46 Denver. Fourth one of the year. And finally, a 1941 Philadelphia. No mint mark means Philadelphia. 41 Philly. There we go. Mark that one in. Alright, so this list should be updating as we go. You'll see the numbers in the parentheses. Those are our year-to-date totals. And then you'll see numbers appear off to the right of them for the ones we find in this box in particular. So there we go. Already roll number 1. Great 40s finds and another 2024 collection find. So happy with that. We are bracketing the silver dates, so we got the age. Now we just need the luck to get the silver. This one looks interesting. See that color? Looks way different, looks very green. That's actually potential silver. It looks kind of smooth. It's either silver or it's dirty. It looks like it's dirty, unfortunately. It looks good because of how smooth it was, but I see something else that's older here. Eventually you just, tell, but that dirty one is a 1988. Very far away from silver. So let's work down to that other old one I see. This one looks good. Nope, not good enough. 79. 1577. This was the first old one I saw. It's got that 50s green going on. It's a 1952 Philadelphia. Fits into our standards. Got a drier coin there. And as usual, we're going to be looking for 09s, 2024s, and any proofs maybe. I've gotten lucky. We've found proofs before. Earlier this year, we actually pulled out 2 in one box. You'll see it in the list here. I forget what the dates were. Look out for 1977S or 1981S. Maybe it was a 79S. Something like that. It was a mid-70s or early 80s. There's 2 of them. But we found those earlier in the year. Couldn't find silver, but we could find super rare proof coins not meant to be in circulation. We found them in circulation, so I guess our luck has been weird this year because also we found a 1903 Liberty Head V nickel before we found any silver, so our luck's kind of backwards regardless. But hey, I'm not complaining. Nice old coin like that. We got our first challenge coin, 1976. Don't keep them, just count them. You'll see those at the very top of the list when it scrolls through. Actually, you can see it now. You'll see 76 there, and once I update, you'll see we add a 1 for this box next to it. That's the box total. And this 1952 Philadelphia. We'll be setting that one aside. 50s are going to go here. I like to keep my coins in order. Just a little bit of OCD about it. 52 Philly, first of the box. There we go. Alright, roll 2. That was it. Now we're on to roll 3. We got 50 rolls of this. Guess I cut my hand or something. If you're squeamish with blood, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just flash that at you, but hand felt a little weird, so I flipped it over. Sure enough, cut myself somehow. Got a really bright rim here. Don't think it's probably going to be a nickel, just something really washed out or something like that. Yeah, it looks like a 2002 from here. Let's see what's going on with that. So really, when I flip all these modern coins over, all I'm doing, I'm not really paying attention to the date. I mean, I am checking for 2009s and 2024s, but I'm mostly looking at the mint mark underneath it and looking for an S. And it should be obvious when it's a proof, but I'm just double checking to make sure it's not all faded out. So yeah, that was just a 2002, very bright one. 91. And then obviously anything that looks super nice that will upgrade our collection, we'll be taking those out. In terms of bison, if you haven't been here before, we're still on the hunt for a speared bison. And what that means is, in between the T and the E in states here, there will start to be a raised protrusion, kind of. And it will run from there, in between the T and the E, all the way through the bison's back, down into the empty space down here. This one does not have it. It is not easy to find, but we also flip it over, check this side to see if Liberty is doubled at all. It's another potential variation. So the speared bison is a very valuable variety, and it happens when the dies that they punch these coins with at the mint, eventually they do wear down, and they need to be replaced. At one point, one of the dies cracked right there, along in between the T and the E, and then down the bison's back, which left a kind of spear-looking protrusion through the buffalo, or through the bison, excuse me, which is why we call it the speared bison. Eventually, obviously, the die was replaced and repaired, but a lot of those coins already made it into circulation at that point. So, if you look them up, you can see they're worth quite a bit of money to coin collectors. So, we never know if there's others out there, so we take a peek for them whenever we can, just to see if we can get lucky, you know? That was the first roll with nothing in it, which is to be expected. Can't win all of them. But we have 50 rolls, and this is only roll 4, so I got high hopes. Got what looks to be a buried coin in here. It's nice and dirty. It's probably just been underground. But we'll take a look at it, see what the data is on it, just in case. You never know. The edge looked pretty sharp still, so it's probably modern. 19, not interested in those. Yep, it's a 1991 Philadelphia. Just because it looks old doesn't mean it is. Gotta check. 92. Yeah, this coin, the lettering looked good to me. Sure enough, it is. We got a 1954. It's a Denver. Look at it right there. It's a good collection find in that one. Only on roll 4. It's pretty nice. I see some other older edges in here, though. I'm curious to get down to these, just to see what we got. There's a first 2001 challenge coin. Usually I've found like 10 by now, but hey, can't win them all. 87, 02, 96. Got some good color in here too. 07, 2004. It's the wrong one. That one's just 1980. Here's a 64. It's a Philadelphia. Just scan the obverse real quick to see if any of the lettering or numbers is doubled. Doesn't look like it. Second 2001. 84, 14, and 75. Alright. Oh, Gear, how you doing? Hey, I remember you. Thanks for stopping in. 2 2001s. Can add those in there. First of the box. And we get to add this 1954 Denver. Put them in order. We're not animals here. 54 Denver. Alright, updated. Ogier asks, are you finding any 2024 nickels in your area? As a matter of fact, you missed it. We have found a 2024 Philadelphia in this box. Very first roll, actually, with 4 other finds. With there was 2 1940s era coins in that roll, as well as the 1950s, and this 2024. So far so good. It's not the Denver, but I've been holding on to all the 24s I find for now. I'm pretty sure we have confirmed that 2024 Philadelphia is no longer low mintage, but the 2024 Denvers are. So do not get rid of your 2024 Denvers. Hold on to them because someone is willing to pay you good money for them. Just words of advice. But yes, we've been fortunate to find 2024s in this very box, and I'm hoping they keep coming. I'd love to run into more Denvers. I think so far this year I've only found 2 Denvers. 3? Got my tube here. 3 of them. 2024 Denvers. But a whole roll of 24 Phillies. So haven't been struggling with those really. But we haven't seen them in a couple boxes. Although I've pulled out probably 6 2007s already. I don't know why that's a popular date, but hey. It's a different every box, that's the truth. Also, it's not a Loomis box. We're doing Harrisburg rolls today, which I haven't done in a while. So the Loomis have been the ones giving us silver, but my very first nickel box I did was one like this, the Harrisburg ones. You could tell on the roll. They were wrapped by NR String and Son, or NF String and Son, excuse me, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. My very first nickel box I did, it was before I did streams and, you know, did all this stuff, when I was starting to get into coin roll hunting. Very first one had 11 silver nickels in it, and I've been looking to replicate that ever since. It had a silver war nickel on the end of one of these, right when I opened the box. It was amazing. I think I took a photo of it. I'm pretty sure it's on my X account as one of my very first posts, because I decided that when I was going to do this, I wanted to document, you know, my journey. So I think on my X, very first post, or second or third, something like that, I have a photo of the ender, and then I have a photo of all the silver I pulled out of that box at the very end. So just a 2001 in that one. So I did go back to the bank, though, that we've been getting the silver in. I picked up another box from them right away, hoping to continue getting the sister boxes to all those silvers and buffaloes we've been getting. And it does look like the ones that we did over the weekend. It is a Loomis, and it was kind of beat up like the other ones were. So I'm thinking we still have the sister boxes. But I'm saving that one for Saturday. So this one I picked up in Massachusetts, out of state from me. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. Oh, that scared me. So speaking of buffaloes, nice, I've not found one yet. I'm on the West Coast and have not come across one. Like a single 2024? Like not even like Denver or Philly, none of that, just 2024 in general. I mean, if anything, you should run into a Denver first, even though they're low mintage, because you're, you know, closer to it. But there we go. It looks like it was painted at some point. It was also thrown in the dryer or something. It's got a nice texture. Well, we'll flip it over, Matt, and see if we need to get the nickel date out. Hopefully, there might be a date on it. Ooh, it is. Oh, it's an older one, too. That's a 1914 that we do not need the nickel date. Wow, that's an oldie right there. Was that 111 years old? I mean, you know we're going to check the book, right? That's a second year buffalo. 1914. There's also a variety. I don't think we have it, but 20.6 million. It is a Philadelphia. I checked the back real quick with my eyes. There's no mint mark in between 5 and cents. So it is a Philly, and we can read it. It looks like it's been through the dryer, but maybe that preserved it, because, yeah, Liberty is just gone. It has, like, decent detail, though, for being... It looks like the surface of the moon, but we could see a good date. Yeah, let's look at the horn, you're right. Yeah, full horn. Look at that. Very sharp detail. Like, whatever happened to this coin preserved it pretty well. So yeah, 1914, 20.6 million, 111 years ago, you know. The only variety for the Philadelphia is a 4/3, which if you look really close, there's a very faint 3 punched under this 4. There's no way we're going to be able to tell with how this coin looks. But maybe. We'll zoom in super close on it a little bit later, and then we'll take a check. We'll take a look at it and see if we can pick out a 3 under there. Because if we can, you know, that's a $300 coin in awful condition, which is pretty much what we have. But we can see the date, so, I mean, that helps a lot. And G4 is considered just bad. It means good, but it's bad. I think they have the, yeah, here we go. G4 condition for these. Legends and the date is readable. Bison's horn does not show. Our bison horn does show. But the legends and the legends are gone. The date is the only thing that's readable. So I don't know how they do that. They might compromise. It could be a very good, just because the horn is good, and the detail on the buffalo is difficult to hold on to, you know. So it doesn't look like an overdate, yeah, but we'll zoom in on it at the end. But hey, I was not expecting. If I looked. You know, and I talked about this at the very beginning of the stream when we opened up, right? If you look at this box, I mean, let me finish this roll, but I'll show you what the enders look like. They almost all of them look modern. Never would have expected a buffalo out of this, let alone a 1914. It's got some blue coloring on it. I don't think it's corrosion, actually. I think it's just someone painted it at some point, maybe. Or maybe it is just light corrosion. I don't know. But yeah, that's a full horn. It's actually a really nice looking buffalo. That's probably the nicest detailed buffalo I have on this side. Nice. I was not expecting that. A 1914 buffalo nickel. Second year buffalo. Alright. Looks like it may have spent some time underground. Yeah, potentially. But it's not dirty, so someone... I think it's been in the dryer multiple times. Maybe it got washed and then got lost like in the bottom of the dryer, like in the trap, and then stayed in there for an extended period of time. That's what I think a lot of those pitted ones. But from this distance, the detail on this is crazy. Maybe a very good with detail. Yep. Congrats. Hey, we are lucky here, right? That's the name of the game. Stickers coming this weekend, by the way. They have been shipped to me. So they are expedited shipping, so I will get it for the streams this weekend. So prepare yourself for those, for the logo and everything. And then I can start sending stuff to you guys as a thank you for watching. So come back this weekend. We're going to have stickers to give out, so... And also, just so everyone knows, that's what the affiliate links in the description for like my equipment and stuff are for. All that money goes towards just buying stuff to send to you guys for free. So I'm not trying to make money off of this or anything like that. So nothing out of your pocket. Well, unless you buy some of my equipment. So yeah, just heads up, those are affiliate links, but. Some of you have already purchased my microscope and I think the digital scale I have, which I'm very thankful of. I really appreciate that. 76 challenge coin. That's a nice 62. Actually, I can show this a bit closer. There's good detail on that. It's not really shiny, but got steps. Not really. But I've been setting the 62s aside because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to check them for something. I just can't remember what. 74, 74, and 83. Alright. And I'll show you the enders in this box and why I did not expect to find something like a buffalo in it. 76, let's count that first. Let's get that one out of the way. And there we go. A dated 1914 Philadelphia, second year buffalo nickel. There's better detail in the feathers than there is in Liberty. But that's a good buffalo right there. That's a full horn. Nice and sharp. So I'm happy with that one. That's a good addition to the collection for sure. Look at that. That looks good right there. And we can officially add a teens dated buffalo without Nicodate. Obviously we have our buffaloes that we Nicodated over the weekend, but I think I'm going to continue counting them as no dates for the sake of documentation. Hold on, apparently I can't type and think at the same time. There we go. For the sake of documentation, I'm going to keep them as no dates, just because I think that's fair. And then we'll have a separate table of Nicodated buffaloes. How about that? Something like that. Oh, I was going to show you the enders. For those of you just stopping in, this is what the enders look like. Moderns galore. So that's why I wasn't really excited for this box. There's like one older one right here. Everything else looks super modern. The same for the other side. You know, it has the inspection holes in these Harrisburg boxes. So was not expecting a 1914 Buffalo to come out of this box, but I'm not unhappy about it. Bobby Gerber, how you doing? I have a 1943 steel wheatback penny, no mint, and will stick to a magnet. Yeah, they'll stick to a magnet because they're steel, but that's cool. I haven't found one yet. I think I have owned one in the past, but I did give it to somebody else. So it's been years since I've had my hands on one, and I don't really want to buy one. I want to find one. So just a heads up for those of you curious, we are doing pennies this week too. Pennies will be done on Thursday. Followed by the stream schedule's up, by the way. Like on my YouTube channel, if you go to the live tab, you'll see all the upcoming streams for the weekend. We got a lot planned. We're going hard this weekend. Thursday is going to be the penny stream, the penny box. Friday will be the next nickel box. Then Saturday I'll have $half to look for silver. I didn't want to do $half on Friday night because I know a lot of other channels do Friday night $half, so we're going to do it Saturday instead. So Saturday night $half, and then Sunday, I don't think I have plans for the Super Bowl, so we'll be doing nickels again because we love nickels. We're going to keep doing them. We're going heavy with the nickels this month. But hey, Maple, how you doing? Yeah, I know, a little bit of a quick, unexpected stream, but hey. We got the time, we're going to do it, right? And so far it's paid off, Maple. You just missed it. A dated 1914 Buffalo nickel. Right there. And Steven. How you doing, Steven? Both of you guys. Dated 1914 Buffalo nickel with a very sharp horn. It looks like it's been in the dryer a couple times, but we're happy because of that. Second year Buffalo. In the beginning of this box, that did not look very promising, and I'm eating my words, which I'm thankful for. But yeah, great finds so far. Great finds. Let's leave that right there. Whew. Alright. I gotta mentally prepare myself, because I was expecting this to be a nice and chill stream, not really finding much, just hanging out and chatting and flipping through these rolls, but we're only 7 rolls in. We've already pulled out some great stuff. So, Heavy Nickels is my stage name. Nice. Oh, that's great. I see a 1940 back here. That's what I'm working down towards. There it is. Second 1940 of the box so far. It's probably a Philadelphia. It is, but we'll take it. What's going on with the O there? Or 0. Got dinged up a little bit. Thought it might have been doubled or something like that. Followed by the next collection find. Just a couple coins away. We got a 1957 right here. I believe we found the San Francisco yesterday. Wait for the list to scroll by and see if there's an S there. This is just the Philly. But we'll take it. I don't remember all the S's we found last time. Maybe it was the 50... wasn't the 51. I think it was a 54. Was it San Francisco? Oh, which reminds me, Ogier. Well, since you're on the West Coast, you should have an easier time finding some of the harder San Franciscos, though, so that's an upside, right? 54... Was it an S? Maybe it was an S. Someone check the spreadsheet. It is updated. Box 1 of February is in there. Got this really nice 63. And we checked these for a triple die. This one is very clearly not, but looks nice. Looks real nice. I'm wondering, because the difference between these strikes is just astonishing. Like, I gotta make sure I'm not missing any proofs back then, but I'm pretty sure they didn't make any proofs in 63. I'll have to check the book. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that, because now I'm curious. 63. Did they make proofs in 63? They stopped for a while. No proofs in 63. No, they did. Oh, they're Phillies. Okay. 3 million, so we got a good chance of finding those. So I gotta pay more attention to those and make sure we're not throwing proofs away. 2001, toss that one. We got the 1957 Philadelphia. 57 goes there. 57 Philly. Okay, and another 1940 Philadelphia. Oh wait, we found a 41. My bad. First 40. 40 Philly. Finding a ton of them. Save that one. There we go. Alright, on to roll number 8. Stopped and picked up 2250 in junk silver on the way home. Nice. Scored an 1898 Barber half. Definitely a keeper. Absolutely. Ogier says, yes, I find S-minted coins for sure. Pennies and nickels. Yep, that's the idea. So you might have a better chance of picking proofs out, too, if anyone throws them back in circulation out there. So just a little bit. They're by design not meant to be in circulation. So I got some good stuff here. I see a Canadian right in the front. Well, third one in. Just to show you what I'm talking about, Ogier, you should be able to pick some of these out. I got a 77 San Francisco and an 81 San Francisco. These are both proofs. They were in circulation, so the frosting and mirroring isn't quite there like it used to be. You can kind of see it there. I think the backs look better. Yeah. Actually, I think in the dark it turned out better too. You can kind of see it just like that. You can see the mirrored background, frosted foreground. So that's a 77. And this one, found in the same box, 1981 San Francisco. And I know for sure these are proofs and not just really nice ones because they only made, proofs in San Francisco at that point. Hi, Currency says, hi, I'll just dropping by to say hi and drop a like. Just as usual, Currency. Swinging in, dropping a like, and disappearing. Thanks, Currency. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in. This was an impromptu stream, so it wasn't planned, but I had extra time today, and I had an extra box of nickels, so I already found a Buffalo. 1914, dated one, too. It's got a full horn. Not the best finish on it. Looks like it's been in the dryer a while, but good start. Great start so far. Absolutely great start. Let's get down to this Canadian and see what we got here. I also see a Denver mint mark back there. 17. Here's our Canadian. Looks like a 1986 Canadian with a big old scratch in it. Maple, were these the ones that have like a close 6, like a near 6 or far 6, something like that? Was that 86 or was that some other date? Let me know. Let me know if I should look closer at that one. Here's a Denver mint mark, 64. Probably not a repunch. Here's the other one I saw. This one looks a bit older. And it is. 1954. Another 1954. I think the other one might be a Philly. This one's a Denver. Wait, 54. Nope, we do have a Denver. There's another one. Good timing on the scroll wheel right there, on the scroll. came in clutch. 21s, 17s. 02. See if there's anything else hiding in this roll. 82, okay. 92, see if there's another 2024 in here. Or an 09. There's an 01. 23, 21, 20, 13, 19, 12, 64. It's Philadelphia. Not in great shape. Definitely not doubled. 23s and 85. $450 for 2250 in junk. Yep. Hey, that's just how the market goes. Steven says, my microscope shows up tomorrow with the scale. Nice, nice. We were just talking about that at the beginning of the stream. Very nice. Hey, I hope you have as good luck as I did with the microscope and stuff. Like, I've been very impressed with it. So, and the scale, I mean, you got proof of both things. We've used the scale on stream multiple times, and definitely the microscope. So, yeah, that's 1926, I think. 1996 far close date, I think. I think Ogier is correct. Okay. 96. All right, so it's not going to be the 86. All right. If anyone looks it up for definite and knows for sure, just throw it back in the chat. But I'm going to trust you for now and say it's nothing special. So, not like it's going anywhere. I'm going to keep it. 86. Do we have one of those yet? We do. This is going to be number 2. So we can mark 1 and then 1. Finally found a Canadian we don't have to add to our list. We can just, add a 1 after it. And the 1954 Denver. 54 goes there. That makes number 2 for those. I know that. 54 Denver, yep. All right. Roll number 9. Let's see more Buffaloes, shall we? Dark color. I don't know. It's a weird color. I don't think I've seen something like that before. It's not silver. It's beat up. I don't know. I don't know. All right. 92, 90... 1506, 2... 80, 23, there's a 40. 1940, another Philadelphia. They've been showing themselves en masse lately. This is a 2000 Denver with the weird edge. Not interested in that. That's an 08. I said at the very beginning of the stream, I haven't seen a 2024 in a while, and then we pick one out right away. So now I'm going to say we haven't seen a 2009 in a while. Hope we pull one of those out. 20, 23, it's an older one there. 99, just get rid of this one. 89, this is the old one. 46. 1946, Philadelphia. Take it. Alright, so the 2001, toss that one. The 1940 is a Philadelphia. 40 Philly. Makes 2. And 1946 Philadelphia. We found one of those already too. 46. Oh, it was a Denver. Got one of each now. Well, need the 46S now. We'll complete the set. Junk silver is going for 24 times face value at the moment. Wow. Wasn't it just 20 not too long ago? Goes to show you, it's always going to be worth money. It'll only go up. Just checked Coins in Canada website, and yes, Canadian 1996 5-cent pieces exhibit the near 6 and far 6 date varieties. Okay. The only reason I know about it is because I learned about it from Maple's video, so that's the only reason I know there is a variety that has one of the 6 at the end, right? The only reason I know about it, so just wanted to check, because sometimes it's weird. Canadian coins usually are amazingly beautiful, and they are, except for these Cupro nickel ones. They don't really hold up too well. But I noticed that the numbers are always punched weird. They don't, like the date, all the spacing is weird, and the heights seem different, so everything else is beautifully perfect, and the dates are always weird. So I don't know if Canadians can explain that to me, but you have such beautiful coins, but the dates are just always screwed up. I don't get that one, but still they're probably net better than American nickels for how they hold up, so not bashing on you that bad. I'm still praising, Canadian coin quality, but the dates are just always weird, and I don't understand that. Other than that, though, perfect coins. Once you guys started plating them, ooh, they're beautiful. Is it Denver? It's a 60. 1960 Denver. I'm setting these aside. Again, I think there's something I'm supposed to check on them. I just keep forgetting about them. 16. Got a 64 down there. 14, 12, 12. Here's a 64. It's Philadelphia. Just scan this side. Any doubling? Definitely no Denver. Yep. Double check it. 2, 96, 73, and 13. Alright. Nothing really in that one. How about, you haven't seen a Shield or Liberty Head nickel? Wouldn't that be an awesome sight? Oh? Have we not? We have found one this year, and it's a 1903. We haven't broke the 1800 barrier yet, but it's not pretty, but this is the first one I ever found in circulation. We found this a couple boxes ago, but it is a 1903 Liberty Head V-nickel, and it stays in the plastic, even though it's junky. Liberty's gone, but it's the first one I found, so it's special to me. So yes, we have found one. Have not found a Shield nickel yet, and that is by far my favorite nickel, so I am looking forward to it, though. We'll find one. We will. And little hint on the logo that is showing up soon. The stickers have been shipped, by the way, and they are coming to me by priority, so we will have them for this weekend stream. I think I'm going to show them off Friday night. Little, teaser there. The Shield nickel is included somewhere in the logo, but it is not the logo itself. So, just because I think it's the most beautiful coin we've ever made, it gets a little... I'm stealing it, basically, for my own personal gain. Maple's the man. He absolutely is. He's got good videos. Check it out. They're a lot shorter than mine, too. So if you have a little lower attention span, like I sometimes do, he's the place to go. He also does coin roll hunts. His last one was really cool. He found, I'm not going to spoil it, he found some old stuff that's really neat that I am very jealous of, because there's no way I'm going to find one of those Canadians here. I also remember, because I'm looking for those varieties in my coin album collection, I have a video on this too, sharing progress on my Canadian 5 cents album. Okay, yeah, cool. I'll have to check it out. I didn't know you had an actual channel. I'll definitely look at it after the stream. But yeah, if you have like, you can send photos to my business email if you have cool stuff. Like, I love looking at it. Steven sent me some of his coins, like photos of his coins. The business email is, I think it's in the stream description, or it's on my channel in the about page. I like looking at what you guys have, so send me photos. Just email it to me. Pretty or not, old coins in the wild is wild. Absolutely. Like, I don't care what these buffaloes look like. The fact that I find them is what's special. And that 1903, the date is perfect, right? So, it's good. That's all that matters to me. That you can tell what it is from a mile away. So, new logo will be awesome. It absolutely is. So, when Friday comes around, they have been shipped and they are getting priority mailed to me. So I should have them by Thursday, but I'm going to show them off on Friday. I think I'm going to do that because I think more people will be around on Friday, so we'll do that. May have to buy and send you a shield nickel. I don't know if we'll find one. I don't know. Don't spend money on me if you don't have to. So I would appreciate it, but and I would take care of it. I wouldn't get rid of it. I would keep it. So, but I'm not trying to guilt trip you into that or anything. I think we'll find one. We found a V nickel, so we'll find one. It may take a couple years, but oh gee. You know what? Maybe we'll find one this year. How about that? I'll watch for hours and hours. Hey, well then, when we do find the shield nickel in this box, you'll be here, right? Share the subs around. Everybody sub circle here. 64 Denver. Alright, I gotta get back to hunting. I gotta stop staring at chat. 68 Denver. 79. Here's a 62. Denver. Or Philly, excuse me. Brain didn't work there. 22. Back to work here. Back to work. Enough chat. The boss is going to get on my back. Checking for the spear. Checking for the double. 1,000, 95, 97. 61. What is a 61? Denver. Something going on with that 6. Okay, that's post-mint damage. I don't remember if there's a doubling on the 61s. I really don't. I usually just toss them. So. Excuse me. Yeah. Burps for some reason. Oh, gee. Alright, just a 76 for that one. Save that. Alright. Roll 11. We got a long way to go. Which is good. I don't like when we start getting towards the end of the box because I just want to keep going. But definitely can't stream tomorrow. I do have obligations tomorrow night. But Thursday I'm planning to do the pennies. So I want to keep up with the pennies because I've been having a lot of fun with them. We've been finding good stuff, and I think we're gonna make some progress on the penny books. So, and find an Indian head. Still have to do that. So I did also pick up a penny box today, as well as the nickel box we're gonna do Friday. $50 I'm gonna be getting soon. My order didn't come in at the bank yet. The truck comes on Thursday, so I'll have $50 Thursday for the Saturday night stream. Hopefully find some nice heavy silver. That's the idea. But we got a lot going on. I'm gonna pick up a couple more boxes of a little bit of everything too throughout the week. That is something. Looks like a 70. I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna try not to touch that too much just in case. 76, 23, and 94. Alright, an 01 and a 76. Nothing special on that one. Save that. Next. No special color here. I see a 53 in there though. So you got something. 88, 16. 89, here's the 53. 53, Philadelphia. Something going on the edge there. 53, Philly. 90. 7, 92, 19, 93. 2. 9, 11, 23 Denver. I thought it was a 4 for a second. And 2021. So Augie, are you like, you're based in Canada then? I'm assuming that's how you have so many nice ones, or oh wait, no, you said you're on the West Coast. My bad. 53, Philadelphia. Sometimes my mouth talks faster than my brain remembers things. 53, Philly. You just have very impressive Canadian collections. But that's the stuff I like seeing pictures of, because like I only have one nice King George thing. Well, one King George coin at all. It's just a penny, 1940. But some of that other stuff, like King George on the nickels, and even older than that, the other King Georges even. That stuff I don't see, so that's why I like getting photos from you guys, so get to see what you have. Steven sent me, what was it? What were you showing me, Steven? And then he flexed his large cents in the same email. It's like, oh yeah, I threw the large cents in there, you know, just for scale or something like that, you know. You had like a plated coin, right? Oh yeah, it was the plated 56, right? The wheat penny, and then he throws an old 1851 right next to it, just to show off, I guess, you know. Cool coins though, cool coins. I love it. I like it. Put that back. I had to go check my email to remember what it was. All right, got a 61 here. It's Denver. Just gonna set everything before 60 aside, and then we'll go. I'll check my variety book at the end, because it's been a while and I'm misremembering what I'm supposed to look for. Got a Denver mint mark here. 62. 20. 15. 06. Oh. What is that? Oh, I didn't recognize that for a second. Didn't recognize the edge. It said United States on it, really small, and I forgot that this design was a thing. 07, 89, 99, 80, 16, 18, and 17. All right. I'm in LA. Okay, yeah. Thing is, I've been lucky at the LCSs I go to have Canadian coins, which I like to cherry pick. Hey, that's nice. Not gonna complain about that. We think it's a zinc-coated 57 penny. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hey, it looks real nice, so. I think that's just dirt. Not quite silver color. Yep, sure looks dirty. 15, 24. See, this is what I expected the box to be like when I saw the enders, but I'm happy I've been wrong. Here's our first San Francisco, 68S. That's a 2000. 83, 08, 88, 76, another one, 99, 6, 14, 22, 2001, 79, 2010. That one looks more promising. 23 and 7. This one looks a bit older. It's not. It's a 70. It tricked me. All right. 276s and a 1. 8 and 6. And then the 68S. Start our San Francisco pile. 68S. Save that. Alright. Next one. My LCS has a treasure chest full of coins you can pick through or buy a scoopful. Huh. I feel like a pirate searching through the bin. Drop those all over the place. $5, 23, 71. It's kind of scratched. I just went back to this one because I thought maybe it'd be a good book one, but I can find a better one. 1, 18, 17, 90, 16, 12, 81, 2, 97, 22. Okay. And just a 2001 in that one. Save that. All right. A little bit of a slow row here, but makes you appreciate the good finds more, you know. It's gotta happen. Some stuff in here looks okay. This keeps getting in my way. There we go. 84. There's a 64. Denver. don't think we're gonna be able to tell a repunch on that one, but we'll look. Denver mint mark here, another 64. Also looks pretty beat up, but give it the benefit of the doubt. 21. Is that Philly? Denver? Why does that look so weird? Huh. A lot of the time my gut tells me to put stuff back under the microscope, and I have found things I would have thrown away by doing that, so I just listen to it now. Just the 2001. Save that. I just found a 1840 sitting Liberty dime in my junk I bought today. Nice. I like to also search through bins. When I get the coins home, they go under the scope to inspect for errors and varieties. It's the way to do it. Look for the dates you want, look for the designs you want, and then take a closer look later. Any 2024 nickels yet today or ever? You know what? It has been a while since we've seen one, but we did find one today. We found a 2024 Philly. So it's not the Denver, and I believe officially 2024 Philadelphias are not low mintage, but the Denvers still are. That looks pretty good. Is that dirty? The edges are kind of rounded. Could be silver. Color looks great. Hold that thought. Oh, I think it's dirty because I just lost it with this one. Yeah, it's just dirty. Darn it. It looks good. Looks good. So yes, we have found a 2024 Philly, and if you check the scoreboard in the description, it is updated. We did find quite a few 2024 Phillies in the hunt. I don't think we've officially found a Denver on stream yet for this year, but I do have 3 Denvers. So the 24 Philly tube looks pretty good. The Denver tube, a little sad, but these are the valuable ones, so they're gonna be harder to find. But I'm looking forward to. We'll find more. We will, and the longer we do this, the more of them get put back into circulation. So we'll pick them out. I have my scope coming tomorrow, thanks to the yeah. No, I appreciate that. We were talking about that too, but no, it works amazing. So I think you'll be happy with it. I've loved mine ever since. It was super cheap, and I used it just with the screen, like not even hooked up to my computer like I do now. I used it just with the screen when I started off, and the screen is great. So plenty of detail. How you see it here is pretty much what it looks like. It's HD quality. The stream might make the quality look a little lower than it actually is, but quality's really good. It's fantastic. But you can hook it up to your computer like I do now. You can put a SIM card in it to take photos and stuff, and then take the SIM card out. It does a lot of things. Thought this was interesting. This one was struck way off center, like more than normal. So it doesn't quite. I don't know if some of the lettering's not gone, but you could tell that's a way off center strike. If we look on this side, it didn't quite get down to Liberty or anything. I think if it started cutting into it, it would. The edge is just worn, that's why. But that is a thick edge on one side. I think we'll set it aside. It's because it's a very screwed up one. Okay. So this is the Trickster 2003. What's going on with this one? 64 Philly, Seen way better days. For sure. I think we're gonna send it back. No way we're gonna see a double die on that one. Even if we did, it wouldn't be worth anything. 79. 15. Ooh. 2001. We'll start getting to the point, though, where we run into a lot of 2024 Phillies. Oh, look, 41. I'm excited, because we're probably going to catch on stream the very first time I see a 2025 nickel, so... Probably, I'm going to bet maybe around May, June we'll start to see them. 1941, it's a Philadelphia, right at the end. The 1840 dime has a couple of varieties. The coin is one with drapery. The mintage for it is 337,000. If no drapery, then 1.17 million. But yeah, regardless, low mintage if it's around $1 million. So not an extreme offset, yeah, but nice to find. It's a noticeable one compared to some of the normal offsets. So we'll set it aside for now. Might throw it back. Who knows? 201s and nice little parting 1941 Philly gift. Something to put back in the collection. Second one in the box. All right. I'm going to start looking for those when my scope gets here. Thanks for the tips, yeah. Ogier is definitely one of the smartest among us, so we're going to be looking to you for advice a lot. Seaweed Coins. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We are just this is a little bit of an impromptu stream. Wasn't really planning on streaming tonight, but ran into the extra time, so here we are. And it paid off. Found a Buffalo nickel already. It's a dated 1914, second year. It's got a full horn too, even though the finish is kind of messed up, but it's sharp, nice strike, nice sharp pointed horn. No mint mark, which was expected, so it's a 1914 Philadelphia, but great find. Definitely the best find so far. And then a bunch of older stuff for the collection. Was it a 2024? Good stuff. Is that a Denver or an S? It's a Denver. We got a lot of box to go through too. 65. I'm not interested in 65s. Not particularly. That is a San Francisco. 69S. See what else we can find in here. 83, 99, there's a 64, it's a Denver. Look at it closer later. But, so yeah, I was kind of just doing this box because I thought it would be a relaxing, normal box, and I wasn't really expecting it to be good, and it turned out to be pretty good, so. I saved the box that I'm pretty sure is fantastic for the weekend, so. That one we'll do on Friday. I believe it's the sister box to what we did last weekend, so I'm excited. That should mean there's silver in it and a couple buffaloes as well. Assuming we're still on the trail. Wouldn't mind picking a silver out of this, though. In there, okay. I just read a message someone posted on a video. He wants to trade an unopened roll of 2005 Denver $1 coins for a Canadian 1945 V nickel. Should I message him? 2005 Denver $1 coins? I'm not super sure if '05 is anything special, but just for you, we'll check it out for you. Let's find out on stream if it's a good deal. Where's the dollars? I always lose it. It's back here. I'm assuming he means gold dollars. That's something you have to clarify. If he means gold dollars or if he means, well, not gold dollars, but the large dollars or small dollars. Wait, this is still not the right thing. Hold on. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in Canada, your 45s are not that uncommon, right? So it's probably a good deal, but let's see. 2005 Denvers have a 2.5 million mintage. There's a note on it. Circulation quality. Oh wait, these are never issued. Oh, so they are not intended for circulation. So that's something, and they are pretty low mintage, 2 million. In great condition, they're worth about $5 a piece, 5 times face value. So, assuming these are the ones he's talking about, the Sacagaweas, I would get photos first, at least of the enders. I'm pretty sure that was the only '05 design done. I don't think they started doubling up designs until like '09. But yeah, a whole roll. I mean, if you like American coins, then, you know, take it. Because if you have plenty of those V-nickels, then, you know, because even like face value, the whole roll of 2005 Denvers, a roll of dollar coins is $25, I think. If he wants them and it's not a scam, then that's just a good monetary deal, if anything. 69S. Let's mark that before I forget about it. But yeah, we only hunted the a couple dollar coins, so I'm still learning that stuff too. But the book says they are 2.5 million minted and not intended for circulation, so it's pretty good. Glad you streamed. I did too. I would have sat here bored, so. And, you know, I like chatting with you guys, so it works out. Yeah, it's a pretty common coin, yeah. I could buy him a nice one for $1, yeah. Buy him a beauty. $20 for 5 cents. A little bit of a one-sided deal, yeah. But you also gotta be careful, because anybody on the internet can be just scammers, so. I like getting $20 for doing nothing, yeah. Probably one of the... Yeah, probably a good deal. Assuming he's not, you know, just trying to get your address. Not a bad deal. See a 64 back there. It's a Philly, yeah. All backwards. 23, 19, 64, Denver. 19. Let me just check that one. 2004, Philly. Oh, hey, another 2024. I didn't expect it was nice. I expected it to be a bit nicer, but this one's definitely been circulated. But found another 2024. I expect we're going to start to see a lot more of those, so we might eventually have to stop collecting the Phillies, but for now, I'll probably get like a tube of really nice ones, and then move on. 1945 victory nickels are common here. I have circulated rolls of them. Yeah, that's what the general consensus. I just really want one because I don't have one, and I think they're beautiful. But the only way I would really get one is if I just go and buy one from the coin shop, or if I find one in one of these boxes. Which, if I find it in the box, it probably won't be in the greatest condition, but hey, I like finding stuff. I like the thrill of the hunt, so 2001, toss that away. Plus, if I find it myself, I feel like I own it more, you know? I can say, hey, I found this, I didn't just buy it, you know? 24 Philly, number 2. So again, not a Denver, and they're not considered rare anymore, but hey, it's a 2024. Internet equals scammers, absolutely. Too bad Steven already fell for it and sent me his address without me even asking, so I'm just messing with you. You'll get your stickers, Steven, don't worry, that's the only thing I'm doing with your address. Alright, see a really nice 60-something there. 2024, you lucky guy. Well, it's in the name, right? It's a nice 63. This is actually the second really nice 63 we found. Still going to be looking for that triple die on these. Don't see it. But I'm going to keep setting them aside. I'm setting the pre-64s aside until I check my variety book. But it's been a little while. 76. Bunch of 23s. 87. 89, 78, 99, 77, 21, 23 Denver, 3, 15, 677, 22, and 96. But yeah, I expect to start finding a lot more 2024s because I think they're really starting to be established in circulation, and people are starting to return them to the sorting facilities, like turn their change in when they get one, and then they make their way back into these circulated rolls. So really beat up one there. Could be old or just mishandled. We'll see. Maybe another buffalo. Just looks destroyed. Yep, but I see a 1941 behind it. 1945 Canadian Victor nickels are made of steel, so they're tough to get in uncirculated condition. Yeah, I bet. But if I find one, I don't care. I don't really care what condition it's in, as long as I can tell what it is. That's what means the most to me. Like, for example, the V nickel we found this year is a 1903. There is no Liberty on the headband anymore, nothing like that, and the back is just very worn down. But you can tell what it is. The date's super clear, and I found it for free in a nickel box, right, myself. So I think it's more the feeling of saying, oh, I found it, instead of, oh, I bought it, you know, that is more special to me. My entire collection is found, right? I haven't bought anything here, except for some silver nickels, but we found silver, you know. The silver nickels I buy on the side, but I've been keeping them separate because a lot of the time people sell them for under the silver spot price for how much silver's in them. So that's another way of me buying silver, right? So yes, as I was saying about the 2024s, there's another one, Philadelphia. I think, again, we're going to be running into a lot of these, I think. But for now, I'm going to keep counting them. This is a 73 that's been used and abused, but this is the one I was more interested in. 1941. See if we got an S maybe. Just a Philly. Take a nice 40s date though. 64 Philly. Check for some doubling on it. Pretty sure there's a double die. This could be speculation. I feel like in my brain I read that there was. So there's a 60 Denver. Set the 60s aside too. 64. That one's a Denver. This one looks good. 64 Philly. Not quite what I wanted. Peace nickel. $23.15. Another 64 Philly as well. $92,017. Oh, losing it. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, there we go. So another 2024 Philly. Count that one. Number 3. It's been a while since we've seen 2024s, but now all of a sudden, of course, here they are. 41 Philadelphia. Philly. It's 2-3 for the box, actually. The worst is when you find a really nice chrome plated, then you see the big scratch in the obverse. Yeah, that hurts for any good coins, right? That's just painful. I think most of this is just dirty color. I don't think it's... Yeah. Let's see what we got in there. 6, 23, 76. $91. 01. Another 01. Another 76. Guess this is a challenge coin roll. Peace nickel. $3.98, 23, 19, Bison, nothing there. All right, 2 76s, 2 01s. 9 and 15. Yeah, Ogier's in the US, but he apparently has the most insane Canadian coin collection. Good for you. I'm jealous. I'm not jealous. You're jealous. There we go. We got some older dates again. 1949, Denver. First one. Check that. Whoa, that got stuck together. 01, 20, 22, 23, 64, Denver. 14. 06, 03, 78, and 21. Nothing else in that row. 2001. 1949, Denver. First one of those. Oh, second one of the year. We've been struggling on those. We don't have that many 49s at all, actually. 6 Phillies, and that's the second Denver of the entire year. I like to get the more modern Canadian coins with a V on them for my collection. I'm sure I'll need to trade with my Canadian friends for those. I think those are the anniversary ones, aren't they? I'm sure I'd be happy to exchange some of our modern coins for something interesting. This modern 2005 as they throw back into circulation there. No! You see, Ogier, I'm on your side here because, you know, we see our coins all the time, and I think that most Canadian coins are absolutely beautiful, right? Mostly because of their finish, but even the designs are amazing. And foreign coins in general, and it hurts my soul to see, like, some hunters and collectors, they'll throw, like, foreigns back, like, no matter what they are. I'm like, really? They're like, well, it's not American, it's not worth anything. I'm like, yeah, but the foreigns, their designs are so cool, right? Like, the ones we did the other day, which one was it that I really liked? It was the Bahamas one, right? 1998, it's a 5-cent coin. It's got a big pineapple on it, right? But look at the detail on this. It's like, you don't see that on a lot of American coins. So, that's why I think, like, I just really like these coins, and I think it's absolutely crazy that people throw them back, you know? But that's just me. Maybe I'm weird, but any kind of foreign, I keep it. I don't care what it is. That's why I still think, you know, one of my better penny finds is that 1940 King George, so. In near perfect condition, I'd say, as an uneducated American collector who just dabbles in Canadian. It's perfect to me. How about that? Another piece nickel. Still don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for on the. Actually, you know, people who know more than I do, which is most of you. 2004 piece nickels. I know there's a variety, like with something with the hands, or maybe a double die on the obverse. I've been just scanning them, looking for something that might be out of place, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. So those of you who know, let me know, if anyone does know, or if anyone, you know, doesn't mind the Google search or whatever, because I keep saying I'm gonna look it up and completely forget. So 2004 piece nickel. What's the good variety? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of varieties, but what's a desirable one? I know it has something to do with the handshake. Someone's maybe missing a finger or something like that. I don't remember what I read. And I just keep forgetting to look, you know. Oh, by the way, that last roll, that was the halfway roll. So that was 25. We still have double what we just did to go. So lots to do, lots to do. Still time for silver. Hit the buffalo quota. That looks nice. I think it's not a proof. The angle I lay these out sometimes make coins look really good when they're not. So I keep thinking I'm running into proofs when they're just good shape. And the only reason I keep thinking that is because we've found proofs before, so they're in here. It's Denver, 62. Another Denver, 64. Pile's getting a little wonky here. 77, 2016. This one's really nice, whatever it is. 95. We'll see if it's better than... I think I have a 95. A lot of the time I don't bother collecting the nice, more modern ones because I know I can find them at any time. 64 Philly. Really green or bronze-ish. Good strike. I don't see any doubling though. 9007. Here's a 70S. San Francisco. And 14. I know very little, I just enjoy learning as we go. Yep, that's pretty much what I'm doing too, so. I know how to buy the box, I know how to open the rolls, and I know how to find silver and stuff like that. The rest I'm figuring out as we go. If it looks old, I don't throw it back. That's basically what coin roll hunting is. It's not exactly rocket science, not yet. We'll get to rocket science though, we're working on it. Expanding our horizons every box we do, so we'll learn new things. See. No, maybe not. Maybe an average roll here. Let's see. Is it a 76? Really beat up. That's another 70S, isn't it? It's not pretty, but it is a 70S. I'm going to start throwing those back sometime soon too, because we've been finding a lot of them. I'll just, again, fill up a tube of really nice ones. They're not low mintage at all. It's a San Francisco mid-mark, and I don't see a lot on the East Coast here, so. I see a nice tone or something back there. It's modern. I think that's just dirty. Oh, maybe it's... Can't tell. I think it's just gross, right? That doesn't look like toning. That looks like something on top. Yeah. Pretty sure that's just gross. 66 and 02. Someone could tell me otherwise. Two of the modern Canadian nickels to look for. 1970 is a semi-key low mint, just over 5 million, and 2000 Philly under 5 million. Yeah, I don't know if the scroll went by. I think it just did, but I don't think we found any of those. 70? No. We found other 99.9% nickels, but not a 70 yet. And then as for 2000s, the closest we have to a 2000 is we found a 99 and a 2002. Have not found a 2000 yet. So, rule of thumb though, if you guys struggle to find it in Canada, I am definitely going to struggle to find it in American boxes. So, 76. But hey, if it's, I'm not going to ever miss it, because if it's Canadian, I'm going to keep it. That's just how I work. So, I might accidentally collect rare stuff that I don't know about. So, but it's not going anywhere, so we'll find out eventually. I have one main rule: if it's older than me, I keep it. If I followed that rule, I'd be keeping way too much. So that only works for a certain demographic. War silver on the way. I can feel it. I hope you're right. See a nice older rounded edge here. Hopefully that's good. It's like darker. It's not silver. I don't know what that is. It's not a buffalo or anything. Let's see. Maybe, Steven's instincts might take a couple rolls to... We don't know how far he can feel into the future yet, so... It's a 90. It's no 1. Oh yeah, I just realized, Steven, we missed... since you missed the buffalo, I didn't get any of the emojis from you. So used to finding a buffalo and then seeing the herd in chat, but found it before you got here. Oh well. Next one. 6. 66. 72. Is that Denver? What is Denver? $1,071 Denver. The P on 2000 stands for the plated due to the special plating used on the coin. Okay, yeah. That's why your coins look so beautiful for so long. 201s and a 76. Yeah, sorry. If I called it Philadelphia, I'm sorry, because I have American nickels in the mind, and if there's a P, it stands for Philadelphia. So my bad if I subconsciously said that. Any idea how to tell if I have a proof half? I just know to look for shiny. Depends on the date. If it's more modern, it should have a San Francisco mint mark. What kind of... I don't know if you have a suspicion that you have one or not, but the background should be mirrored and the foreground should be frosted, assuming it's a modern one. If it's an older one, those can be harder to tell because they didn't have the mint technology to frost them. So you kind of have to... And they weren't all made in San Francisco, so... A little bit of trial and error. That's why we struggled to identify, that 60-something pennies to tell if that was a proof or not. Which I still don't know. Oh, whoops. I still have it here, but I'm still trying to figure it out. The more I've researched, the more I kind of think it might not be, but I don't know. 64 Kennedy half. Well, let's consult the Red Book, shall we? The Red Book will tell you exactly what to look for in 64. Half. Because, by the way, Steven, if you don't have one of these Red Books yet either, essential almost for a lot of good information. So, if you want to add something else to your Amazon cart, there you go. What are you talking about? 64? 64. Okay. So 64s, and I checked the other page, they didn't make any in San Francisco. 64 Philadelphia, they made them in Philly, the proofs. I don't know if they're frosted, this photo doesn't tell, but there is a variety. Look for heavily accented hair, apparently. That's worth something, at least, in good condition. It's worth more than the normal one. Yeah, but yeah, you got silver at least, so got silver. I forget, when's the... Yeah, silver cloud is 65 to 70. That's the 40%, right? And this is 90, so... but yeah, so the parenthesis number means the proof strike they did for that, and they did it in Philadelphia. So you'd have to look up photos to see other 64 proofs and see if they are frosted or not. Kennedy's head might be frosted and mirrored in the background. If it's a proof like this one, this is a San Francisco, and you could tell the background is mirrored. I think the 64s should follow suit, but for example, this is, you kind of see the mirror finish in the background, and the front is frosted. Kind of looks better in the dark sometimes. The light makes these look like normal coins. This side's better. So there you go. You can see the Monticello is frosted, background is mirrored. It's kind of darker. In normal light that's not blinding like this, it'll look like that. Actually, let me try that. If I shut this light off. That looks better. There you go. So you can see it. Mirror in the back, frosted in the front. Looks a little better there too. But also it's in the plastic because I don't want to... You know what? Maybe I'll take it out and see if it's helpful. Just try not to touch the surface, touch the edge. There you go. But you could tell that there's actually a reflective surface in the back, so it's pretty obvious when you have one. But check online, and no, thank you for subscribing, by the way. I'm sorry I missed your name. I was staring at this coin. I appreciate it. I keep forgetting. You'll have to look up online and make sure the 64 proofs were frosted, because some, getting back that old, they might not be. The 68 I know for sure, because there's a photo of it. This is definitely, it's got mirror finish proof, so check. And get yourself a red book, by the way. For anyone else interested, this book is, essential for coin collecting. If you're going to do roll hunting or any other kind of collecting, it has literally everything dated back to like early colonial coins. So if it exists and it's somewhat related to American history, like it's even got Spanish coins and stuff, because related to American history. I don't know if these are actually Philip V. That's Spanish, right? That's definitely Spanish, isn't it? Spanish American, yeah. So if it has anything related to American currency, it's in here from back before, like when they discovered the continent, all the way up to completely modern day stuff, even the Philippine territories when we owned Philippines. So there's literally everything in this book. The link is in the description, affiliated, by the way. So yes, I get paid to put the link there, but I bought this with my own money before I even started YouTube and all this. This book is fantastic. It's amazing. This is the 2025 version. I'm pretty sure it's the most updated now. I don't think they came out with the 26 yet, but 78th edition. The link is in the stream description. So check it out. It's an amazing book. It's really, really helped me. So it'll help you too. Seaweed, there it is. Thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate it. Do you have any of our painted quarters, dollar coins, or $2 coins? I don't think I picked out any painted quarters yet. I do set aside, I've been finding nickels though. I have a lot more than this, but this is one of the more recent ones I found. It's an orange paint one. I also have a light blue painted one. This one might not be one the more I look at it, because they didn't paint the front. And it's not corrosion, it's definitely a solid color. It's some kind of paint or marker. But I do have way more, just those are the ones that I have out here. I think I have a tube of them in my tube storage, so it's around. It's around somewhere. But I'm hoping to find enough painted ones to make a collection out of someday. I think that would be really cool. I'm gonna check into it and getting the book ordered by week's end. Nice, yeah. No, it's a fantastic book. If you start with anything, like if you ignore the microscope, you don't really need a scale for nickels, but for pennies it's very helpful. But that red book was the first thing I started with, and it's amazing. It's the best. It's like the coin collecting Bible, as heretical as that is for me to say, but it really is. So I said to you, thanks, Seaweed. I appreciate it, man. Look forward to seeing you around a bit more, because this weekend, it's going to be a doozy. If you go to my channel page and then click on live, you'll see what we have scheduled for this weekend. We got a lot going on, so we'll be here. And I'm pretty sure I don't have any Super Bowl plans as of now. I'm not super into it either. I'll watch it if I get invited to somewhere, but I don't think my family's really doing much, so I did ask, some family members around, like, hey, if anyone's actually holding a party, let me know and I'll show up. But as of now, I think we're going to be doing nickels on Sunday instead of watching the Super Bowl. So we'll for those of you who are kind of into it, kind of not, we'll chat about, we can, have updates about the game while we do this too. So if you're not going to a party, come hang out with me, I guess. Yeah. Let me finish this roll real quick and I'll look back at chat again. Had this roll sit laid out here for a little long. I just like talking, if you can't tell. Oh, whoops. That was gross. I think I am still sick. I've spent way too much time outside today. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to mute it so you don't have to listen to me blow my... Alright, that's a little bit better. That was really gross, so... Well, we're all human, right? We refer to our colored coins as painted. Am I missing something there? Can you be more specific? I don't really know. Unless you mean like toned? I don't know. I'm a little confused. So I want to understand. Help me understand. Jason, how you doing? Do you think nickels are worth stacking due to the copper and nickel? Not really. I don't think so. Because one, if the U.S. government still has not discontinued the penny, which might happen soon, we don't know. But if they still haven't discontinued the penny, they're definitely not going to discontinue the nickel to where it would be legal to melt them down. Not that that stops anyone now from melting down currency, but the way I see it, if they're not going to get rid of the penny, they're definitely not getting rid of the nickel. And look in Canada, they got rid of their penny, and now they still use their nickel, because they just round. So I don't think it's really worth stacking it. Not me personally, I would, but you do whatever you want, obviously, because I separate copper pennies out. In the event in the next few years the government does discontinue the penny, and therefore it is legal to melt them down. Or you just sell your copper to somebody else and they melt it down regardless. So that's my 2 cents on it. But the reason I go through nickels is to look for the silver and the old collectible stuff, because the silver is stackable. Like you stack a tube like this is $2 face value, but it's worth like 40. So actually, no, it's worth way more than that. It's worth dollars, roughly $1.75 a coin. So if assuming there's 40 in here, I know there's more because I stuffed it. I just didn't count. This is like a $70 tube or $80 in silver. So the hunting for the silver is definitely worth, because this is free silver when you do it this way. I don't really stack for the copper value though. It's not really my thing. This is a very beat up 1940. This was the weird one by the edge I saw. It's a Philadelphia. It's not pretty, but it's a date that we can read, right? 01, 65. That's just my 2 cents, though. Do what makes you happy, man. If you want to stack nickel, absolutely go for it. Because I'm sure there's Canadians that stack their 100% nickel nickels for the scrap value eventually, right? So, just the problem is that these coins, they're not pure anything. They're all clad. They're a mix. So processing them is just a mess. But you know, when you have stuff like the Canadian nickels with certain dates, those are pure nickel. Very easy to scrap if you ever want to break the law and do that. Which I don't care. Just don't tell me. You know, you do whatever you want. He's asking about Canadian commemorative painting. Oh, okay. I forgot, Seaweed. I forgot you're in the Canadian type. I'm sorry. I don't have any yet. If I had them, I'd keep them. If I find them, I'm definitely keeping them because I keep anything foreign. So I think they're all cool, even if they're common dates. So it's just seeing a design that I don't run into every day is what's cool to me. So 40 Philly, you can add that to the collection here. 40 Philly, so 3. Save that, there we go. Steven says, I'm into coins, not for football personally. I'm into coins too. I know all the rules to football, and I'll watch it if it's on, but I don't go out of my way to follow it. But, you know, still, something, you know, Super Bowl is always a big thing. If someone's having a party, I'm going to it because they're giving me free food. Absolutely. Absolutely. But as of now, I don't think I'm doing anything this year for it, so. They do want to get rid of nickels here soon? Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. So everyone's stacking their 100% nickel nickels. They're going to be cashing in then. 2 subs away from 100. Really? Already? Nice. We're doing good. I know when I do the streams, there's people. It always seems to help the sub count. I mean, that's not really what I'm doing it for, but that's fantastic. I mean, I did not expect us to go that far in just a month, so that's great. And really tonight I should have spent my time editing a video, but I wanted to do this instead. So that video is going to be a little bit later. But I am making one, so because YouTube just suddenly stopped recommending my last one that was doing good, so I got to make another one now. But it's being made. It's being made. Seaweed says, I have a live stream on Saturday at 5:30 Eastern. Great Canadian Nickel Hunt, YouTube. Huge silver JWEOS. I'll be able to stop in for like half an hour before my own one, so I'll definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Because I'm doing mine we're doing the $50 stream for silver at 6 o'clock Eastern, so. But I'll definitely stop in. Thanks for pointing it out. I'm going to go to your channel and subscribe, and I'll put the alerts on so I remember. But I'll stop in and say hi at least. And see what you got so far. So 64 Philly, 21, 88, 79, 91 Denver, 20, 74, 23, and 13. Okay, nothing in that one. Jason asks, what is the average of finding a silver war nickel per box in your past experience? Well, we got absolutely destroyed in January. We did not do good at all. We searched through, I think, 9 boxes in January with nothing. We found buffaloes. We found this 1903 Liberty Head V nickel. We found proofs. We found just all sorts of like low mintage. We found a 1950 Denver. We found 2 1950 Denvers, lowest mintage Jefferson Strike ever made. We found all of that without a single silver. And then box 9 itself, I think it was 9, right? We finally found silver. It was January 31st, just hours before the month was over, and we finally found some. I think we found 2 in that one. And then the last nickel box we did on Sunday night, we found 3. Actually, I have them here. We found these 3 in the box. There you go. You can tell they're silver. Big mint mark on the top. It's San Francisco, Philadelphia, Philadelphia. I think it was 2 43s maybe and a 42. Yeah, 42 and 2 43s. So that was the silver we found in the last box, and then I have 2 other ones that we found. So we found 5 over the weekend in 2 boxes. That was great. On average, you're supposed to find 1 per box. That's, I think, the generally accepted average among coin roll hunters is 1 silver per box, and usually 1 buffalo per box, which is, we found a lot of buffaloes this year, so we've been doing good on these. I think we've averaged more than 1 per box, actually. So we found this dated 1914 Philadelphia today. First few rolls. Full horn, too. Sharp horn. So we did good. Weird finish, but hey, it's the date that counts, right? Ooh, okay. What's the name of the guy that used to make counterfeit coins? Starts with an H. Henning. Henning. I forget his first name, but they're referred to as Henning nickels. Really interesting history. I loved reading about it. So there's short videos about it on YouTube too. Look it up. I might make one someday because I'm really into the history too. I might make a Henning nickel history, but I'd like to find one or buy one and have one first. So just so I can make the video a little bit easier. But yes, Henning is what you're looking for. 3 war, 2 buffalo last box. Yes, correct. Henning nickel. Yep. 50 Denver, really. Yeah, we found 2 this year. Both before silver, too. 250 Denvers, and I think only 1 is in the list because I found 1 in a video. If you go on my channel to edited videos, I did one. It was my previous one, the Dunkin' Donuts bag hunt. Weird title, but watch the video, you'll understand why. We found a 50 Denver in that. That was only 20 rolls I picked up from a bank, and there was a 50 Denver in it. And then we found 1 live on stream, which I'm really happy about. One of my other videos, the second video on my channel, that one, I put the stream edit in the video so you can see the live reaction to the 50 Denver. That was the same box that had the V-nickel, I think, too. In 1 box, 50 Denver and the V-nickel, and a buffalo, I think. So check those out on my channel if you're interested. They're a little bit long because I'm still learning how to edit, and I talk a lot, and when I find information I find interesting, I just keep going. So there are chapters, though. I did make chapters for the videos, so you can skip around if you don't want to listen to me chat the whole time. We got a 70S here. I kind of forget I'm coin roll hunting. I kind of have to hunt, right? But, so our nice one I have here, the first one we found, I didn't put it in my book because it's so nice. It's actually a really good strike, and it has steps. It's a 50 Denver with steps, so there's the Denver on the back. And, you know what, I'll take it out of the plastic so you can see it. I try not to touch this thing as least often as I can. I don't know how I couldn't say that, but because it is pretty nice. The back isn't pretty, but it's got a couple steps on it even. There's the Denver mint mark. and I'll flip it over. There's the 50, so clear as day, 50 Denver. This is my nice one, and the second one we found wasn't really pretty. It's very clearly a 1950 Denver, but it was not as nice as this. So this is my good one. It's staying in the plastic. The other one I put in the book, the collection book, which I'll bring out soon. I'll show that off. Show everyone where we're at. Because we are missing a couple other rare ones, but the 50 Denver, out of the way. Smash that out of the park. We found 2 this year. So we will not be searching 300 nickel boxes just to find a 50 Denver at the end of the hunt. We got it out of the way. That leaves more room for... Or we used all our luck at the beginning of the year, and that's it. But hopefully it just leaves more room to find V-nickels and maybe a shield nickel later down the road. So they're out there. They're in circulation. You just gotta get lucky. Love to find... I'm looking forward to breaking the 1800 barrier date there. The 1900 barrier date, technically, but... Looking forward to pushing it back into the 1800s. That's what I meant to say. And a 1 and another 70S. Gonna add to the pile. 70S puts us at 3. Alright, I gotta take a drink of water here. I've been talking a lot. Hold it by the edges, you're right. I always feel weird because at 50 I don't want to scratch it. I put it down on the microscope very carefully. Very carefully. It's just too nice, you know. There's no big scratches on it or anything. There's circulation scratches on the back side because it's been in circulation. We found it in circulation. So it's not perfect mint state or anything like that, but it's in great condition for being found in circulation. That's why I'm proud of it. So. And we found it pretty early, so. How long have you been coin roll hunting nickels? I think I did my first box only like back in November or October of 2024. So I've been interested in coins for a long time, but I only got recommended coin roll hunting videos on YouTube like back in October. And then I said, screw it, I'll buy a box. I bought a box. My very first box had 11 silver war nickels in it, so I was spoiled right off the bat. I don't have that was before I did YouTube and stuff like that, but if you go on my X account, I think I have it linked in the stream. If you go scroll all the way to the bottom of my feed, one of the first things I posted, because I said, oh, if I'm going to do this, I want to document my, hunting journey, right? One of the very first posts has there was a silver war nickel ender that I took a photo of, and then I lined them all out at the end of the box and took a photo. There was 11 in there. It was crazy. And thus I was spoiled for silver war nickels ever since, because I thought that was normal, and then I was slapped by reality. But we've been making up for it. We've been doing good lately. We went through that awful drought in the middle of January with no silver. And then just this last weekend, we slammed it out of the park with 5 in 2 boxes. This is a really nice 60, by the way. That's great. 60 Denver, so it's not a proof strike. I don't think they made proofs here, but that is... Look at that. That's purty. That might be a book find there. That might be an upgrader. We gotta check. I think we have really nice 60s in the book, so we'll look at it later. 23. Haven't seen an 09, I think, in a few weeks, though. Someone checked the scoreboard. When was the last time we found an 09? You'll have to look in January if someone doesn't mind doing that for me. Scoreboard's in the description, by the way, if you want to know everything we found so far in 2020. It is very well documented. We're going pretty nuts on the documentation. So, it's the Google Sheets link. So, and I update it as we go. So you'll see you'll be able to check in. If you miss a couple streams or whatnot, you'll be able to check in every so often to see how we're doing just on the Google Sheets. So, but I don't remember when the last time we got an 09. What box was that in? If someone doesn't mind looking for me. Check for the spear. Nope. And another 64. It's a Denver. Check that one at the end. Oh yeah, 11 war nickels right off the bat. Look at you hooked. Yeah, no, the boxes really said, you know what? We're gonna completely get this guy addicted to this right off the bat. And it worked, because right after that, and now we are, what? This is box 11, so we're almost 22,000. Box 11, is that right? Is that really right? I feel like we've done more. I thought we'd be on box 12 by now. Or did we do 11? Did we do 10 on Sunday? Was that it? Hold on. We did 9 in January. Yeah, and just 1 in February. Okay. Yeah, no, I guess that's right, because we did it on February 2nd, or I think. Yeah, I guess so. But, oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Shoot. I'm sorry. Oh, I already forgot what I was talking about. Oh, but yeah. So we've hunted... If this is box 11, that means that at the end of this box, we will have gone through 22,000 nickels. So yeah, I'm sure that tied into the other thing I was talking about before, but I completely lost my train of thought, so... gee. But yeah, we're addicted. We've searched 22,000 nickels in 2024 already, so... And, you know, a good amount of pennies. Pennies are in the scoreboard as well, so... we're doing pennies Thursday night, so come back. Are you filling a nickel coin album with your finds? We are. I'll bring it out soon. I'll bring it out after we do a couple more rolls here, and I'll show you what we're doing. The books I use are also in the stream description. They're very cheap, but they show they're actually pretty decent for what they are. They're like $5 a pop, and they show the mintage numbers under the coins, which I really like. Because some coin albums, they just have the date and the mint mark, and that's it. This one actually has the mintage. TPS Miner, how you doing? Good to see you. Good evening, indeed. We're not doing too bad here. Thanks for stopping in. No silver yet in this box, but I wasn't really expecting them. Did not expect the Buffalo. That's a dated 1914. Not super pretty, but... the Buffalo actually came out on top. It's got a full horn. So, 1914, second year Buffalo, dated. Happy with that one. That's definitely the best find of the box so far, but no silver yet, but this is not a Loomis box. It's not a sister box to anything we did over the weekend. This box I actually got in Massachusetts, which is not where I live. So it was kind of an experiment box. I'm like, well, I'm out here. They have one of my bank branches, so I'm going to pick a box up. We'll see what we got in a different state. See how it feels differently from Connecticut. But so far, the Buffalo is nice, but nothing else super crazy. You got some older 40s for sure, and definitely more 2024s than I've pulled out before, but no Denvers, so... No Denvers yet. 70S. But I do believe I have another one of those sister boxes, though, the Loomis one, that has had all the silver and buffaloes in them from the last weekend. I believe I have another sister box to it, because it is Loomis, and it has similar wear that the other ones did. Like, the box itself was physically damaged. All the ones we've done have been kind of falling apart, and this one seems, it looks and feels just like those ones. So I'm thinking we might still be on the sister boxes. I'm thinking we might keep the silver train going. We'll see. Just a 70S in that one I'm going to hold on to for now. Mark that one. So I'm excited for that. That box we're going to do on Friday night. And then I'm going to go to one of my other banks this week to get another nickel box. That'll be the Sunday night box, which I'm hoping will also be the sister box because the banks are in the same town, same bank, different locations. So I think they got the same truck shipment with all the nickel boxes in it. So we're going to hunt down as many of those sister boxes as we can because they've been fantastic to us. So I'm pretty sure I have one definite one, but if I can grab another, we'll see. Definitely getting a nickel box. I don't know if it'll be another sister, but we'll see. Have you ever hunted half dollars for the silver? We're doing that for the very first time this weekend, Saturday night. I ordered the box. It is coming in the armored trucks. I think it actually showed up today, but they're holding it for me. So, yes, we are doing it. Haven't done it yet. I know the dates to look for the silver. The hope was, we've done the nickel hunts. Let's work on some heavy silver, So if you want to see that for the very first time, we're going to be hunting them Saturday night. 6 p.m. Eastern is when we're starting. And so we're looking for silver and the NIFCs, obviously. So 62 Denver, set this one aside. So again, it's going to be a bit of a learning process, just like when we figured out dollar coins together, small dollar coins. Now we're going to do the half dollars together. We're going to figure it out. So I know it's not too difficult. You just look for the silver dates and the 40% silver dates. That's pretty much it, and then NIFCs. So, but hey, I got a whole box of them, so we got a lot to look through. Another 2024. It's a Philly, not the Denver. But for now, again, we're gonna keep collecting them for now. They've been officially classified as no longer low mintage, but for now. 63. Don't see anything, but we're going to double check all those at a later date. Another 01. And another S. 69S right on the end. Look at that. We will take it. So if you know more about half dollars than I do, which is most likely the case, stop in and help me out because I'll need it. 201s and a 76, because we need a lot of us to put our brains together to figure out the dollar coins. So 2024 Philly. Yeah, 4 in the box already. So 68 and a 69S, one of each. Actually look good too. 2 and 2. There we go. Update the list. See what it says. I still have 60 rolls of unhunted, customer-wrapped Canadian nickels here. Nice. That's the dream. My bank does not allow customers to turn in customer-wrapped rolls. Unfortunately, they don't let anybody pay with them or anything like that. Everything has to go through their coin machines because they have them. So it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to be able to pick up rolls from that bank. But I did open an account with another bank, specific for some business-related reasons anyway. But also it's another way for me to get customer-wrapped stuff because they actually let customers tournament. They don't have a coin machine, so they have to accept rolls of coins. That was the bank, by the way, for those of you who were here, that was the bank I got that bag of dollar coins from that older couple that came in and gave it to the bank. So we found some NIFCs in that, which is pretty nice. But and then we did hunt one quarter box this year. I got a lot to learn with quarters, so we're gonna kind of ease into that. We're not gonna go hard on them, like the nickels, because nickels I got down, like, and it's my favorite denomination by far to hunt, and I think there's the best chance to find cool stuff in it. But we're easing into quarters. We did find I think I have it here. Yep. We found this one. It's got a San Francisco mint mark on it. It's not a proof. It's actually another NIFC. So it's a 2017 George Rogers Clark. This one in particular, it's not the proof strike. It is one of the collector strikes, like only intended to be sold from the mint directly to collectors. And I believe this is an 800,000 mintage coin, and we found it in circulation. So even though it's not a proof, that was a solid find. That was the only American find I found in that entire box. So I found 2 foreigns that I found cooler. So, but so I'm learning. Again, we're only a couple months into this, and I'm sticking with what I know. And mostly because, it's always, if I have the best chance to find silver in these nickels, I'm going to search the nickels, The pennies, I'm just searching for the Wheaties, and in hopes of pushing the dates back to the Indian heads, because I love that design and I love to find one. And now that we've found a Liberty Head V-nickel, I know that we can get the dates back that far. Actually, the last penny stream we did, which was over the weekend as well, that penny box broke our date record 3 times in a row in one box. I believe we pulled, hold on one second, 201s and a 76. Let me finish my thought in a second here. There we go. We pulled 2 teens and a 1920 out of it. Officially the oldest wheat penny we have is a 1912. Pulled it out of the very first roll of the box. I'm like, oh yeah, we're in for a good hunt here. Actually, I have it on my desk here. One second. I'll bring it out. I have this stack of good ones that we had, so these are the nice ones. The good ones we have are the old ones. 1912, that was the first one. It's not pretty. It's seen some abuse, but the date is there. We're 3 years off of a first year and a Indian head. Next oldest was this 1918, I believe we decided it was. A little bit nicer. And then we found, to wrap it up, we found this 1920. Actually has good detail on the leaves left, on the wheats left. So we had a good penny hunt. So we'll be doing another box of those on Thursday night. So that's the plan. Our banks won't accept coins unless you wrap them. Yeah, that sucks. Some banks around here do that too, but the banks that have the coin machines in them, you have to put them through the machines. Which I kind of like because it's easy to return all these, the ones I'm not keeping. You're about 10 minutes away from Halifax in Nova Scotia. Okay, so yeah. Well, I kind of guessed you were on that side because you're in my time zone still. But yeah, it was just a guess of whether you're like around Montreal or you're, in Nova Scotia. So, awesome. You're pretty much directly north of me, so. Okay. More coins, absolutely. We love more coins. I believe as far as the Sacagawea dollar coin, I believe it is the missing or added tail feather on the revert. Yeah, yep. There's the damaged one, and I think there's technically a speared eagle as well that's very hard to find. That's almost not worth looking for. And then, obviously you check for the Cheerios dollar because it's worth a couple of $1,000 now or something like that. Or there's only like 500 known in existence. Or like that were known to be made, but only a couple have been found or something like that. I forget what the statistic is. The red book has the answer. I'll bring it out in a second. Let me do this roll first. But yes, we did look for the Cheerios dollar tail feathers and a couple other things. NAFCs, we checked the Susan B. Anthony 1979s for the wide rim. Yeah, and then pretty much just picked out the NIFCs after that. I know there's some where it's like they're missing the edge lettering, but I don't know which ones are supposed to have that or not. So I kept a couple, sent a bunch back. So let me just look at the dollar coin real quick. Oh, it is under silver and related dollars. There it is. 2000 Philly. Yeah, there we go. 2000 Philly boldly detailed tail feathers. 5,500. Okay. Those are the Cheerios ones that people are desperate for. That's $4,500. This always understates value or gets it wrong. So, regardless, if you find one, it's at least a couple $1,000s. Yeah. And then there's apparently another one, a Good Acre presentation finish. I don't know anything about this one, but it's also 5,000 mintage in the Phillies. But the normal tail feathers look like that. That's what the Cheerios ones look like. They're cross-hatched kind of. But you see that on your Sacagawea dollar coins. You got a couple grand in a coin. So I don't remember. There it is. Released as a promotion with the breakfast cereal Cheerios, this variety was not noted as distinct until years later. About 100 are known today, but they made 5,500 and they shoved them in a bunch of Cheerios boxes. So, again, coin history is wild. One of the most valuable dollar coins you can pick out, modern dollar coins you can pick out, were made because Cheerios ran a promotion. Wild stuff. But those ones I know to look for. Odds are you'll never find one, but you can't find it if you don't look for it either, so. Never know your luck. $79, $11. $94, $20. Denver, 64, 18, 7, 6, 81, Philly. Thousands, 06, 89, 11, 1. 86, 23, check the bison. Alright, cool. Nothing to that one. But yeah, when you get into the coin collecting world, there is so much to look for that if you look for everything, you will go crazy. And you'll probably get bored of it, which is why I had to, when I started doing this, I had to refine my hunt, because when I did this on my own, just, at my kitchen table with my microscope and all that, before I decided to do all this, I actually was getting sick of pennies because I was looking for way too many things. I was the cherry picker of cherry pickers, so it just became tiring, really, and boring. So then when I refined my hunt and I said, all right, we're picking wheat pennies out, and then I'm picking only a couple dates to look for varieties that are worth actually okay money or are more impressive to have in a collection. I picked a couple dates out, and those are the ones I look for. So And then if I see anything interesting on a coin, you know, if something catches my eye, I'll throw it under the microscope, obviously, and take a closer look. But for now, I had to tone it back because I was losing interest and I didn't want to. Still have not gotten bored of doing nickels, but I mean, we've had bad boxes here and there, but overall, I usually always come out with something, you know. But the second half of this box definitely is a bit colder than the first box was. We haven't pulled a 40s coin out in a couple rolls here. Well, yeah, and a lot of the stuff looks more modern. So this is the ugly side of coin roll hunting. You know, it happens. Sometimes you just don't get anything, you know. You just can't win them all, you know. How long have you been coin roll hunting, and what is your best find? I started coin roll hunting. That was my first nickel box. Was the first box I ever hunted. That was back in October or November. Whatever the first post on my X account was, that was my first box. So that's when I started coin roll hunting. I was always interested in coin collecting, so I had a small collection before, nothing crazy. But then the YouTube videos started getting recommended to me of people coin roll hunting, and I said, that's cool, I want to try that. And I said, well, if I'm going to do it for real, I'm going to document my process because it's fun. And then I was just doing it on X, and then I said, you know what, I could probably live stream this. No one will watch it, but it might be more interesting for me to, it might keep my interest up, which it really had. Like, live streaming is actually, it's a lot of fun. Even if I find barely anything good in the boxes, just chatting with you guys is fun. It was rough when I started out because I'd have maybe 2 or 3 people stop in the entire 3-4 hours I hunted a box. Didn't say anything and just leave. So, like, trying to talk to my, like, just by myself with no one to bounce off of and chat was very difficult. But luckily, a couple good apples came along. You know who you are out there. And started chatting, and then YouTube decided to start recommending the stream to more and more people once people started actually engaging in the stream, right? That's how YouTube decides its algorithm, right? And now it's a lot easier. It's very easy to go through these boxes when I can chat, you know, with people. So yeah. And whatever I can do to like help other people have an interest in the hobby, you know, that's great, you know. So I got off tangent there, but to answer your question, just started coin roll hunting recently, but had an interest in coins my whole life. But now we're kind of getting serious at it, you know. Getting serious at it. I've always stacked silver. I mean, I've stacked gold. That's all stuff that stays in my safe, that I just buy it. I bought it years ago, and I let it do its thing in my safe, making money. So, coins and precious metals has always been part of my life, but this is a new interest for me, but I am loving it. So, not going away anytime soon. 68S, I'm just going to pick that one out, by the way. Just some challenge coins as the other ones. We're on to our last 10 rolls here, by the way, guys. So, let's see if we get a little hotter in the back. What is your best find? I think by mintage, technically the 50 Denver is, well, the 2 50 Denvers we have found. But my favorite one, it's got to be the 03 V-Nickel, though. Fun fact, we found the 50 Denver and the V-Nickel in the same box, all live on stream. There's a video on my channel, the second video on my channel, that's the 50 Denver one, and then the third video on my channel shows my second 50 Denver. I did not find it on stream, but I found it on only 20 rolls I picked up at the bank. I went in there for a box, you know, for a live stream. It's a bank that I hadn't been to before. And they said, well, we can grab you 20 rolls from the vault, but we don't have a whole box. And I said, yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll buy 20 rolls from you. And then they put it in this in this bag. I'll leave it all for the video. You can check it out if you want. But the bag itself was funny to me. And then I decided to record opening it. You know, just my phone. And, you know, just in case I found anything good. And sure enough, I found amazing stuff in it. awesome stuff. So check out that video if you want. But that has a 50 Denver in it, as well as the second video on the channel has a 50 Denver. So now I have, the first 50 Denver I found was super nice. And I didn't, well, in my eyes it's super nice. Like, for being found in circulation, it's in pretty good shape. And I didn't want to put it in my book because I didn't want to ruin it. So that one went in a plastic flip. But then the second one I found was not as nice, so I could put that one in my book. So now we officially have the rarest Jefferson nickel intended for circulation in our book. We don't have to worry about it. Because I know some collectors, when they coin roll hunt, they'll go through a couple hundred boxes before they find one sometimes. So I'm very thankful that I found 2 this year alone. And we still got, 10 months out of the year to go. Well, 11, counting this one. So, I like the V-nickel. It's probably my favorite. The rarest is the 50 Denver, the 250 Denvers. So, just an 01 in that one. But as soon as I find a shield nickel, that will be my favorite, by far. It's my favorite designed coin ever. Maybe American. I don't know. I'm sure if I look into some foreigns, there's some cool designs that I didn't know about, Ogier says, sorry, not chatting much driving home, but listening and hanging out. Hey, it's okay. Keep your eyes on the road, man. If you can listen to my voice for that long with no video stimulation, then good on you. You got the patience of a saint. I've been there with you trying to cherry pick cents. It'll drive you crazy because after a while everything seems like a misstrike double. Yeah, exactly. The mints are not perfect at all. If you pick out everything, you'll never send anything back to the bank and you'll run out of money. And you'll just have a mess of a collection, which I'm still working on refining. I still pick out too many things. So I'm still working on that. Because my desk is a mess. Like, I got coins all over the place, and I'm not showing it, so... most of them they were from live streams that we did. They're part of the official 2025 hunt, the official hunt that I'm doing. I just need to put them in the tubes, in their respective tubes, so I just haven't done that yet. Same thing with a couple pennies. So the pennies I still need to put in tubes. I don't have tubes for them yet. So, for now, they're all just, once I document the pennies in our scoreboard, they all go in a box and I will sort them later. So, Denver. So if you want to know everything of what we've found so far this year, again, in the stream description, there's a Google Sheets link. Click on that. There's a whole spreadsheet of everything we found, what box we found it in, and then I highlighted the stuff that's the best, But I'll show you my collection book at the end here. We just got a couple rolls left in this box, and I'll pull out the collection book so you can see what the mintage numbers are next to some of the stuff we have. So I need to take another drink of water. I've been coin roll hunting for 30 years now. Wow. The best payoff from my experience is the $half for silver. Yep. And other oddball stuff like the extra hair, double dies, highly recommended. Yeah. I'm glad that it was recommended to me on YouTube because it's one of the fastest hobbies I ever got into. Like that. It did not take long for me to be hooked. Plus, I was always a nerd, like for history and stuff like that. And American history, any kind of history, so coins kind of goes hand in hand with that, really. So if you watch some of my edited videos that I made, I go off on long tangents of history that I find interesting that I want to share. So that's why I had to put chapters in my videos so people can skip through it if they don't want to. But it rekindled some excitement for currency, right? So I'm excited to get into the $half silver. We might get lucky right off the bat this weekend. Might not find anything. We'll see. But Saturday night will be the first box that we go through for $half. I got high hopes. Hopefully, I don't open it, it's just uncirculated. Well, if it is, depends what year it is, right? If it's an NIFC uncirculated box, that's probably big money. But we'll see. We'll see what it is. I'm excited regardless. And the only reason I'm doing it on Saturday night is because I know a lot of other channels, they do their silver half-dollar hunts on Friday nights, so didn't want to beat a dead horse there, you know. I'll switch it to Saturday night. I'm sure there's channels who do it Saturday too, but I want to let them, I don't want to just step on toes or anything like that. It's not like YouTube's not fair game or anything, but, you know, I want to be a little different. Plus, I love nickels, and if I can spend my Friday night hunting nickels, I'm going to do that instead, so. Because based on those Loomis boxes we had last weekend, we can expect some silver this weekend too in the nickels, so that's the plan. But yeah, if you know more than I do about certain coins, which I bet you do, definitely stop in and help me out, because I need all the help I can get. So yeah, kind of slow on the end of this box, not gonna lie. The first couple rolls are definitely the hot ones, with the Buffalo and the 40s finds. But this is kind of how my other boxes went at the beginning of January. You know, you can only get so lucky for silver. Sometimes you just get a dud box. It happens. 64 Denver. It's the ugly side, but it's the necessary side of cornrow hunting, because if you found something fantastic in every box, it would start to lose its charm, right? You gotta have the bad rolls to make the good rolls look good. That's where the thrill comes from too, I think. Like, just kind of getting into a rhythm, not expecting anything, and then all of a sudden you pull a coin back and there's a buffalo behind it or something. You're like, whoa, that snuck up on me. Because that happened a lot to me. I'm pretty sure I had a silver sneak up on me too, so you have low expectations, and then all of a sudden you get pulled back into the fantasy world of like, hey, whoa, you can get some cool stuff in here, you know? I'm pretty sure when I found the V-nickel on stream, I had to walk away. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we found the 50 Denver first. I was already, like, thrilled. I'm like, alright, I'm hyped. This is a good box. Let's keep going. And then we kind of fell into a rhythm again. I was just talking to Chad, I think, and then all of a sudden I pull a coin back and there's the V-nickel. I'm like, whoa, you kidding me? Pretty sure I walked away. I don't know. I have the live reaction in that video, second one on my channel. So this was the ender that I saw at the very beginning, the one ender that I pulled back, and it was a Denver mint mark. So we do at least have a Denver on the end, and it kind of has the 50s green going on, but we'll see. It could just be a 64. But we got something at least a little older in here. Couple smooth edges, but no silver. Oh, except for that, you know, we found that really nice silver. It was almost mint state, and I couldn't tell from the edge because it was so nice, and all of a sudden I pulled a coin back and I saw the big Philadelphia mint mark on top of the Monticello. I'm like, whoa, okay. Turns out that's a that's a silver, and it's beautiful. It went right in the book. It's pretty. I'll show you the book at the end here. We got a couple rolls left, but that one surprised me. I don't know if it's plated. We did weigh it. I don't think it was plated, but I think it's just really nice. I don't know. We'll get some expertise here in the stream when I bring it out. So this one looks more promising. There we go. It's a 41. It's a Denver, too. 41 Denver. Pretty sure that's a tougher one, right? It's definitely tougher than the Philly, yeah. We found a lot of Phillies. Only 2 Denvers this year. That's a third. So that's a slightly better date. I don't think it's rare, but better. We'll check the red book here in a second. The one on the end, I can see it already. It's a 62, so that Denver mint mark. 1964, that's a Denver. And we do the obvious stuff. We check for repunches and stuff. I sent them all to the side till the end, so I can get I can zoom the microscope in and get a better look at the end. There we go. So just the 41 Denver. I think that's a good one though. If I remember right. I'm going to check my book really quick. Red book comes in clutch again. 40, not the Buffaloes. 41 Denver. 53 minutes. Okay, it's not that hard, but I haven't found a lot yet, so it's been a tougher one for me to find. So last 5 rolls, roll number 5 right here. Please tell me, as a coin roll hunter, that you don't return your reject coins back to the same place you bought them from. Need to have a buy bank and a dump bank to rinse and repeat. So the nice thing about my area is my banks, the way it works is that my primary bank that I have had accounts with for years and years and years, they have, at least in Connecticut, they have coin return machines that are free to use, right? Like no fee attached, anything like that. That looks older right there. That's going to be a good one. I could see that. No fees attached. Coin return machines for customers, for account holders, right? So the interesting thing is, I asked the tellers how it worked. Because this is the only places I can use the machines for free without going to like one of the supermarkets and using the coin stars and get ripped off by the fees, and probably ripped off by the counting itself, because they're notoriously awful machines, right? So I asked the tellers, like, hey, what happens when I put these coins in there? Where do the coins go? What happens? They told me that when they take the bags out of the machine, they're sealed. They give them back. They send them back with the armored truck, so they go back to the wrapping centers. It doesn't happen at the bank or anything like that, or locally at all. It gets like shipped back to Pennsylvania, or like for example, these guys Harrisburg, or they get shipped to Loomis. Nothing happens internally at my banks, which is fantastic because that means that I can buy and dump at the same banks without fear of getting my coins back. Because also they know me well enough now that they have my boxes on order every week, a recurring order just for me. And they're all shipped from the distribution centers, wherever it is. So it's a new boxes on the truck every week. It doesn't happen. It's not the bank itself like rewrapping the coins or anything and selling them in boxes. So my bank does not touch the coins at all, which is great. So I do have accounts with other banks as well, just to get another layer of separation, just in case, that I'll buy boxes from time to time. But mixed results. Not too bad. This is the coin I saw the backside. I'm excited about. It's pretty worn down. Hopefully a 30s. Nope, just a beat up 46. We'll take it though. 46 Philadelphia. Finally a 40s find. It's been a while. But yeah, so I feel pretty confident in dumping and buying from the same banks because I know they're ordering me in new boxes every week. So, and that they're not themselves selling me back my own coins. If I bought the bags out of the coin counting machines, then yes, we'd have a problem because I use them all the time. Multiple times a week, even, to bring my coins back, right? Because we go through a lot in a weekend, and I don't like to bring whole boxes in at a time, so I have 2 bank bags, like the rubbery kind of bags that they use to put like bills and stuff in for businesses. I just asked for them and they gave them to me. They zip. They're really nice, so I can fit a whole box of nickels almost in one. So I'll bring like 2 bags in every day or so to dump in the machines, because the one branch near me that has a coin counting machine that is actually fast and not ridiculously slow for some reason is a small one, so I can't bring a lot in one day. The tellers have been so nice to me, I don't want to be a bother always asking them to empty the machine, so I try to do it in moderation and not be annoying about it, because they're perfectly willing to order stuff for me. They're super nice. They understand. They know what I'm doing, right? 46 Philly there. So, and they're being really cool about it. So I'm trying to just keep relations up with them, by not being obnoxious about it. So be polite to your tellers, always say thank you, say please, and they'll do whatever you ask them. So there are some banks, like locations of my own bank, that I won't go to ask for nickels or anything because the tellers are so rude. I feel like it shouldn't be a thing, but some of them, they don't understand why I would be asking for a box of nickels, so they're so passive-aggressively annoying about it. It's like, I don't quite understand why it's a problem. Like, it's the bank's job to just give me a box if I say I'll pay for it, but some tellers are just hilariously unpleasant about it, so I don't know why, but those are the banks I just walk away from. Like, fine, I'll give my business somewhere else. It's not a tough decision there. But I'm taking a trip out to Pennsylvania at the end of this month, family reunion. So I'm going to be driving the whole way there, so the plan is to stop at banks along the way and get boxes from a little bit of everywhere. I'm excited for that. So when I come back, hopefully I have a bunch of... I'm going to bring, quite a bit of money with me, so I'm hoping to have some good wide variety of banks to look at. Because I know a lot of banks, they won't let you do a transaction like that, even if it's just buying nickels or buying, coins from them if you don't have an account. But I ran into some banks who are nice about it, and they will. Some banks, I have a policy that they won't, so the ones to avoid after you try for a little bit, trial and error. But I've had decent luck. I know the banks in my area now that I don't need an account for, and occasionally I'll stop in and I'll ask for a box or two, And, so it doesn't hurt to be nice. So you be nice and put the charm on anywhere, most of the time they'll be nice to you and comply, so... Because, for example, one of the bank right down the road from me, and it sucks because it would be super convenient. It's literally 30-second drive down the road. I could walk through it if I wanted to. But it sucks because that bank in particular, the tellers, they hired these... Not that it's a problem to hire older people or anything like that, but they're just so rude and condescending that I stopped doing business there with them, because it's like, why are you so hostile? Like, your job is customer service, really, if you think about it. How anyone comes to this bank, I don't understand, but so hot. Even with just doing my normal normal banking activities. They're just, every time I go in there, it's no wonder people want to do online banking instead of talk to tellers, because some of them are just awful. I don't get it. But next town over, and it's, in the middle of my commute anyway, it's a much bigger in-town bank that always has a stock of coins that I can just buy from. That I don't have to order much from them at all. The tellers are younger and so nice. Like they don't care. They're like, yeah, sure, whatever you want, man. You be nice to them. You chat about the weather and how much snow we're getting, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever you want. I'll go there to cash a check for the week and say, hey, by the way, you got a box of nickels I can buy from you? Do you mind? They're like, yeah, sure, let me run to the vault real quick. It's that easy. You just chat them up, get familiar with your tellers. Eventually you want to get to the point where they just know you, right? You want to be there enough. Even if you have direct deposit for work or whatever, ask for physical checks and go in person to cash them. Say, hey, by the way, while I'm here, do you guys allow customers to buy boxes of coins off you? Whatever. Which ones do you have in stock? Stuff like that. So you be nice to the tellers, they'll take care of you, right? I got to the point where that big bank in the next town over, they're my go-to now. The only downside to that one is their coin machine counts so slow that I use another branch to count my coins. But I'll go to them to buy most of my stuff. We've gotten to the point with them, when I walk in the door, one of them takes off to the vault to get my box because they know I'm going to ask for it. So by the time I have gotten my coins counted, or I got my slip filled out for my deposit, for my check or whatever, walk up to the teller, she's got my box on the counter for me, It's like, hey, how you doing? How you doing this week? Find anything good? It's stuff like that. So just if you don't like talking to people, then, strap your man pants on, suck it up for a couple minutes and be sociable, You be nice to them, they'll be nice to you. It's not that hard, really. So, I say that, and, one of my jobs is to be super social, so maybe it's easier for me than others. I don't know. But my advice is just do it, They can't get to know you if they don't see you in the door. So, and you never know what they'll get. So, because just the other day, that's how I got my hands on those dollar coins from that older couple who brought them in. The teller said, hey, by the way, I know you look for coins. These guys just brought in these dollar coins. You want to take a look at them? Like, yeah, absolutely. And then that's how we picked out some NAFCs. So you won't know if you don't try. Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, be polite to your tellers. Some tellers can be upset about it because they either don't like what you're doing because they themselves can't because of bank policy. Yeah, something like that. Others just don't like lifting away the box. Yeah. Absolutely. Take flowers. You know what? If it works, it works. If it works, it works. Flowers might be a little over the top for me, but if I really get to know them, maybe. But sometimes you get a different teller every time, so you just gotta be familiar with all of them. That's why I like making jokes and chatting when I'm at the tellers, because if I'm working with one of them, I still chat with the other guys there, right, who are behind the counter. And most of the time when I go, it's a slow part of the day, so I get to chat with all of them. You get familiar with everybody. From time to time, I'll buy a box of donuts for the staff, keep them happy, keep the box of coins flowing nice. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I'm an introvert. That's 75% of my problem. Yeah, well, I grew up as an introvert too, and now I don't have a problem doing it because practice. You got to get out of your comfort zone. That's really all it is. And then once you do it for long enough, it just becomes easy. It's not that hard. I got so many S-Mint clad-proof $50 from my guy at the bank that I put together multiple sets and made nice wooden displays for the coins. I gave one of my displays as a gift to my bank. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. That's something. Well, I guess it's a little bit easier to tell for some S mints, because if it's S mint after a certain date, you know for sure it's proof. Um, we've been struggling to identify some proofs on older coins because they weren't all made in San Francisco. They were made in Philly. So actually, I'll show you a coin in a second here we need help on, but and they have it on their wall. Oh, that's nice. So, for example, one of these we've been looking at for a while that we're not sure on. This is a 1965 penny we have. It's beautiful. What we've been struggling to do is find out if it's a proof or not, because the proofs for this year were made in Philadelphia, and obviously they didn't have like the mirrored background frosted front technology that we have now. So we're trying to figure out if this is a proof or not. I don't know if anyone here knows, but speaking of, we got a find finally in 1959. We got a Denver here. It's a find. Let me just keep going through this roll. I've been chatting it out. Another 70S right behind it. But yeah, just be nice to your tellers. Show up at your bank, even if you you get direct deposit or don't really need to. Just find an excuse to. Small little transactions, even take some cash out. Don't go to an ATM. Go in the bank. Talk to the tellers. Just chat with them. So they just gotta. The more they see your face, the easier it is to talk to them and ask for what you want. 2001. All right, we got the 70S. 70S 5 and the 59 Denver. Right there. That makes 2 of those for the box. Save that one. No proofs in 65? Really? Did I get that wrong? Hold on. Oh, you're right. I was looking at something. Was that the one? Hold on. I might have pulled the wrong one out. It was the 62. Never mind. It was the 62. I'm sorry. Ignore this one. This one was meant to go in my book. I'm sorry. This is the one I meant. This is the one I meant. I was going to say, I feel like I wouldn't have missed that information, but this one, it just looks really nice. And I know they just, I don't know, let me know about this one then, because 62, they made 3.2 million proofs in Philadelphia, which this one is a Philly. So it just looks so nice that I don't know. I don't feel comfortable just disregarding it, I feel like I need to figure it out. So I've been trying to, let me know if I need to move that around, by the way, if there's a certain area people need to look at to figure that out. But because I know they really just struck them multiple times, right? And like under higher pressure. Something like that. This is the last roll, by the way. That was our whole box here. Put that to the side. I gotta take a drink of water first, though. Looking at your 65, great strike, beautiful, no S mint mark. Not all proof. All proofs have to have an S mint mark. Well, that's not the case for the older ones, though. That's the thing. They did make proofs when back in this time. It's just they don't look mirrored or all have San Francisco's. So there are proofs that aren't San Francisco mint marks. Keep it? Oh yeah, no, I'm keeping that for sure. That's not going anywhere. That might go that's definitely going in the book. It's beautiful. This 62 is too. I just don't know, because when they made proofs back in the day, they didn't make them all at San Francisco. So because that's what the parentheses mean. That's the proof strike for 62. They're not really marked. So the difference is in the coin, like, manufacturing process itself. They're like polished planchets. They put them on, because see, this proof strikes on all of these. Because if I go to the S, See, right here, for example, 69 San Francisco, 2.9 million proofs, but they also made business strikes. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So 69 San Francisco, they did make normal ones, but that's the proof ones. So parentheses are proofs. So they did make proofs of these, but they even made proofs back like in the Buffalo nickels and stuff, like way back then. They didn't have San Francisco Mint Mark. San Francisco Mint didn't exist, but they still made proofs in Philly. So there are proofs. It's just they're different. They're not mirrored backgrounds. They were manufactured differently. It's just figuring that out is the hard part. So some of these this just probably is just a very nice 62. But like even if we look at the back, right? The detail on the steps and columns and stuff like that is great. But I don't know. So you guys have to join me on the Discord server I'm part of. Send me your emails. We got some penny expert. Oh yeah, that's what I need. Penny expert. Oh man. So at least they can tell me that no, these are just very nice specimens. They're not proofs. What's the server? I guess I can give you mine. What do you mean? Shoot. Which email am I going to use for this? I have a personal Discord. I'm not giving that email out. And then I keep hesitating to give the email out for that my YouTube channel is attached to. So I did make a business email. Just look in the description of the stream. That's my business email. Send an invite to that, and then I have to make a Discord on that account. So I'll do that. But so yeah, not all proofs are San Francisco's. They made them before the mint existed. So that's why this one has been in the plastic just in case. Just in case it is a proof, but I need proof that it's a proof, But yes, you're right. And modern proofs are all marked with the San Francisco Mint mark. You're absolutely right. But that was only the case like as of the 60s on. Because for a period of a couple years, the San Francisco Mint didn't mint any coins. And then the San Francisco Mint, for a couple years in the 60s and early 70s, they made proofs and business strike. And then finally, at a determined date, they switched exclusively to proofs and like collectors strikes, right? So like proofs and proof clad, right? So that's something I didn't know that either until I did the research on it. I think first video on my channel, first edited video, what was it called? It was the 3-bank hunt. The 3-bank hunt. I got 5 rolls from 3 different banks. That video, if you watch it, there's also chapters so you can skip to it, but there's a section where I talked about the San Francisco Mint history. I thought it was really interesting, so I put pictures and stuff in there and all sorts of stuff. So if that's something that interests you, check it out. But it talks about how the proofs were exclusively made in San Francisco after a certain date. So last roll, by the way, I'm just kind of flipping through this. I don't see anything interesting from the edges, but go through this roll and then we will take a look at the books. 79. Nothing really excited me on the edges or anything. There's one that's really worn down here, but that looks artificially damaged. So 64 Denver. Denver pile's getting big. We gotta check those too. 2001. 74, 85. 22. Another 70S coming out of the excuse me, coming out of the woodwork. 02, 19, and 21. All right. So yeah, bit of a cold second half of that box, but hey, it happens. 1 2001. Hey, we've more than made up for it with the stuff we found at the beginning of the box, so I'm happy with it. 1 2001 brings us to 33, and a 70S to top it off. 70S. Pulled 6 of those out of this box. Save that. Alright. Cool. We did it. That was the box. Nothing super crazy, but, you know, goodbye. I mean, a dated 1914. I shouldn't say nothing super crazy. That's pretty darn good. Finish isn't beautiful on it, but the fact that it's dated and the buffalo has a horn, that's great. Like, that's pretty clearly a 1914 Philadelphia. So, only the one foreign, the one Canadian, 1986. Not a special date at all. No silver this time around, but hey, we kind of expected it. Buffalo makes up for it, though. If we didn't find a buffalo or silver, I'd be kind of you know, kind of disappointed. Real quick, I'm going to run through these 64 Denvers just to check for repunches, and then we'll move on to the book. Taking a look at the collection books. Let me focus this in. That looks pretty good. And we're just going to run through these, check for any obvious repunches, and then just move on. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these, just going to check them real quick. Because if the coin itself is pretty damaged, even if it's a repunch, but you can barely tell, it's not really worth it. So, just give me a couple seconds here. And then we'll take a look at the collection overall. You will notice when I take out the books, the more modern stuff, like mostly from the 70s up to today, a lot of that part in my book is not filled out because I want them to be very nice specimens, because there's really no excuse for them not to be, because they're so common to find in circulation. So I'm only picking out very nice ones to go in there. That's why it's going to take a little bit to fill those out, and I'm not in a rush. So that's why you'll notice a lot of more modern coins are missing from my book. So, but we filled out almost all the early Jeffersons. I think we're just missing a 38S and one of the 40s. I don't remember which one. The 49S, I think. I think we might be missing that. Nothing there. Denver. And not even any close ones. Last hunt we did, we had definitely had some question marks on some of these at least. Denver. And nothing on that one. Okay, nothing in the 64s, that's fine. Bad day of coin hunting is better than any day at work. That's the truth. Or a short day at work. I still went to work today. It's just I got everything done early. So I'm like, I'm not sitting around twiddling my thumbs. I'm going home. I'm going to get a couple things done, and then, you know what, why not? I got a box of nickels. Let's do a stream. At least the buffalo has a date. Absolutely. It's a great buffalo. Oh, I forgot to tell you, with buffalo nickels, you can get a solution called Nick-A-Date to bring the date on the nickels. Oh, yeah. No, that's pretty cool. Like this. You missed it. Sunday night, we went through all of our non-dated buffaloes and Nick-A-Dated them. So, if you want, go on the channel, live stream playlist. Just go to the one that was dated for Sunday, February 2nd, and then skip all the way to the end of the stream, and you can watch us Nick-A-Date it, all of our nickels. So, I'll say we did find one technically key date, I guess. Let me just make sure I'm not lying. Let me get the number here. It was the 1920 21 Philly we found. 21 Philadelphia is a 10.6 million. Where's my stack of Buffaloes go? There it is. So I think we did pretty good on the dating. We didn't damage them too much. Some of them they didn't need to. And some are still hard to read, but they're there. The 21, which is the best one, obviously, for date, actually came out pretty well. At least for my standards. Let me back this up. It's a little close. Oh wait, this might be the 20. Is this the 21? Or the 20? Is that a 20? Hold on. I don't remember if I had both. We have a 19 and an 18. This one was an 18. What was this one? Oh, here's the 20. That was the 21. That's the 20. I could probably go more on the nick of date, but I don't want to damage it. You can make out that it's a 1920, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, that's the rarest one we found so far. I don't know. I did an awful job because I accidentally mixed all my Buffaloes together, so I don't know if that was one I found this year as one of our no dates, or if I already had it before I started documenting the year's hunt. So, but this one's a 20. The other one is a 21. You're right. So we have one of each. But the 20 is the... oh, wait, shoot. Yeah, that is the 20. Dang it. Hold on. I have a 21. I just got to remember where it is. I'm getting my dates mixed up. Is it this one? Hold on. You're right. My eyes aren't working. We have a 21. These are the 36s, 37. Yeah. That's a 20. I think that's the one. Is it a 21 or a 20? What does the 20 look like? I think we said that one's the 21. Maybe? Actually, now I'm second guessing myself. I don't know. It's 21 or a 20. I don't know what it is. But if it is a 21, that's the rarest one we have. You know. I can go more on the nick of date, but I don't want to damage them too much either. Check for 2 feathers on all your Buffaloes. Okay. Yeah, I can do that too. A lot of the ones we have, though, are not in nice enough shape. So... actually, I can just check them with naked eye, really. Yeah, no, we're good. Nothing there. I think it was this. The 37 is the nicest detailed one we have, but we found that a while ago, I think. But yeah, this one I think is the 21. It's tough, so because I don't know. I could put more nick of date on it, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1. I don't think there's enough space behind it for it to be a 0, so that's why I'm pretty confident it's 21. Which is good, because that's a tough one to find. So, okay, fellas, home now. It was great to meet all of you. See you soon again. Hey, Ogier, this is really nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to go through the nickel books real quick just to show them off. But, yeah, no, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Come back this weekend. We're going to do, Thursday is pennies, Friday is nickels, Saturday is half dollars, and Sunday is nickels again. So... They're all the streams are already scheduled on the channel. If you just go to the live tab on my channel, you'll see what's coming up. You know. Also, I have stickers being delivered with the new channel logo that I have not revealed yet. They're being expedited to me as fast as possible. They are done. They just shipped today. There should be 1-day shipping. So I'm going to get them hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. And I'm going to be showing them off on Friday night and then sending stickers for free for those who have been around here since the beginning or have been chatting a lot in chat. Free for you guys. I'm going to be sending those out. So if you want one, stop in and make some noise in the chat so I know you're here. And I'll send you some stickers. So this is the book we have so far right now. I do have 42 Philly silver and I do have a 43 Denver silver. I just haven't put them in here yet. I do have them in my collection. So 38S and 39 Denver are the two we're looking for at the moment. I have not picked those out yet. We found the 39S, which is a good pick. And all our silvers are full. This 43 Philly was the really nice one we picked out. This was the first silver actually of the year. It's got good luster on it. And we checked, it's not plated. It's just pretty much mint luster, but it's been scratched in circulation pretty darn good. So, but it's still the nicest one we have, and it looks best in the book next to the other silvers, so it goes there. Moving on to this page, the 49S, like I said, we haven't picked that one out yet, but we have both the 50s spots filled, including the infamous 50 Denver, and just to prove that it is a 50 Denver, I will pop it out for the skeptics out there, just in case, because obviously you can only see the front, but I don't feel bad touching this one because it's not as nice as my other one. 50 on the front, right? Denver right there. 50 Denver. So my super nice one stays in the plastic. This one can go in the book. 50 Philly, but we need to pick out a 49S soon. We found the 51S. Down here. Found the 51S. And the reason I like these books so much, because the vintage figures are right here. I don't have to look them up. They're just there. So yeah, we're doing pretty good on this one. A couple more over here. I think I have most of these. I don't think I have ones that I picked out to go in yet, though. 53S, we do have one. We just picked that one up, actually, the other stream. I do have one. I haven't sorted it yet, so that's probably why. But it'll probably just go right in the book. 54 Philly, we have plenty of them. I just haven't picked out a nice one yet. And the 55 Philly, did we find one of those? 55 Philly we are still missing. So I need to find one of those. But the rest of the page filled up pretty good. So yeah, in this nickel book, we're only missing the 55 Denver, or 55 Philly. We have the 54, 53S we're looking for. No, 53S we have. So one on this page, one on this page, and have these two, and two on this page. So we only need 4 more to fill up 38 to 61. We're only missing 4 coins already in the first month. So that's pretty darn good. And we have good specimens in there too. So the 62 to 95 is the next little book. Again, these, I could fill this book up probably in one hunt, but I am picking out only nice ones to go in here. Ones that have sharp detail and good edges, stuff like that, good luster. And then towards the front, my standards get heavier, so there's less and less towards the modern ones. But again, only the best of the best. And by the way, if anyone wants these books, H.E. Harrison Company, they're like $5 a piece. In the description of the stream, you can get these on Amazon. It is affiliated with me, but I used their products before I was affiliated. And these books are just awesome. I bought these myself. No one paid for them for me. I bought them alone. I just like that they have the vintage figures, and it's a decent quality for like $5 a piece, so it's not bad at all. And then I have the 96 to modern day, but I don't have much in there right now because, again, my standards are so high for modern coins that I want only the best of the best in there. Let's go 50 Denver, absolutely. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Steven. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, man. We'll see you later this week. Steven just always seems to be here, so I'm sure he'll be back. He wants the stickers too, so he'll be back. But yeah, there we go. I messed up my piles with the book there, but 59, 49, and 54, so not too bad. Good finds. I think the Buffalo just makes up for the whole box right there. That's best find in the box by far. Nice dated 1914 that I don't have to nick a date again, so just throw it under there one more time, show it off. There it is. The rest of the coin looks like it probably got stuck in a dryer for a while or something like that, but on the bright side, 14's good, and with the full buffalo horn, honestly, it might grade a little higher than a G. You know, even though the wording's almost gone, Liberty is almost illegible, I think because of the buffalo and the date, you might have a VF compromise, you know. But yeah, second year buffalo nickel, nice and old. I think that's officially the oldest one we have. Just found that today, so that's good. So yeah, that's about where we're going to end. So come back on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take your pick. We're doing something on those nights. Thanks everybody for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Had fun. It was a good stream. And yeah, we're sitting at 99 subs, so we did good over the weekend. Lots of people joined our community here, and I've been seeing a lot of reoccurring faces. So it's nice hanging out with you guys and chatting. So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. I think I'm going to end it here. Come back Thursday if you want to look through some pennies. We're going to pick out some Wheaties, and still hoping for that Indian head. You know, they're out there. We'll get one. That's what we're going to do. But if you want to skip the silver, come back Friday or Saturday. Actually, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday are going to be silver hunts. So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a great rest of your week as well. We'll see you soon.